It's not like, okay, they tied. All right, we got to go 5 more minutes. Oh, they tied again. We got to go 5 more minutes. They don't do that. So if you're going to change the overtime rules, you got to change it all completely. There can't be no ties. One team has to win. That's not how football views it.
That's football, baby.
Yeah. Yo, welcome back to another episode of From the Sideline podcast. I am back with the boys. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
I got Roy in the house. What's up, Roy? How you doing?
Back as always, back and better.
Now, you guys know this guy from last week. Is Bushman back in the house? What's up, L?
Now, what's up, guys? Now, before you're probably gonna get comments about why is he wearing a hockey hat? My season is done. So I can move on to other Tampa Bay sports because the Lightning are still the champions for now until whatever happens. So I can move on to hockey, and then baseball. Hopefully, the lockout will be over soon. I can move on to baseball because my season's done. My season's done. My Bucks are done. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing an NHL hat, that's why. And thank you for having me back, guys.
Anytime. We appreciate you coming back. Anytime you want to be here, like I told you before, just let me know. And we got a new guest in the house. Now, I just came off this guy's podcast a couple of days ago, so I had to show him the same amount of respect he showed me and invite him on mine. Richie, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, guys? I'm Richie Chicago from the Shoot Your Shot Sports Network. I do a podcast called Off the Cuff Podcast, and basically we're a Chicago sports comedy podcast for casual fans. And it's a live podcast on Twitch. You can check us out every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's a cool time. So we were on it. You had a good time.
As a Bears fan, is it mostly comedy now?
Yeah, but it's on the upwards, to like something could happen.
True. Yeah. You have a new coach.
So. Yeah, new coach and GM.
Yes.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to welcome L Bushman and Richie to the show. Thank you, L Bushman, for coming back, and Richie, thank you for stopping by. Now,
Thanks,
to start this thing, we're gonna leave the division round alone, all right? Because there's some counter pieces that's not here for us to touch that, all right? But let's get into this championship round. We got two games, and then it's the Super Bowl. So we getting close to it. And L Bushman, if you want to come back on the Friday before that Super Bowl, man, just let me know.
Yeah. I'll probably mostly come back for that.
We would love to have you here. All right, so let's start with Richie with Cincinnati and the Chiefs. Who you think wins it, but who do you think is more important for it to win it?
Man, this is like the hardest championship round ever because like my heart wants the Bengals, but I know the Chiefs are gonna win. It's wild to me because the Chiefs can turn it on at any moment. Like I guess at the beginning of the year they kind of sucked, but they were just playing like average, at least in my opinion. But then at any moment, like I said, like last or divisional round, they just turned it up. They're amazing. Bengals, they're really good. I don't think they have the pieces to move forward into the next round. And I mean, I feel like the O-line, it needs to like step it up in order for Burrow to actually make some more plays and all that. I think the Chiefs win it.
Mm-hmm. I would say that I think this is going to be a close game. I really do think it's going to be. I mean, I really want the Bengals to win this one. Do I think they're going to win? I don't know. This Chiefs team is just how Richie said, they can turn it on at any moment and they are so dangerous. My big concern is just with Joe Burrow. Is he going to be protected? Is this line really? Because even in the last game, I think he got sacked, nine times or something like that. That's crazy. And to still win the game. I don't know. I think it's going to be really important to see if they can keep him vertical instead of horizontal on the ground. So if they can do that, I think the Bengals really do have a chance here. I would love to see the Bengals win. So you know what? I'm going to say the Bengals end up winning this one. They're going to pull it out. Joe Burrow is going to shock everyone and beat the powerhouse of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Can I say this? I know we don't want to go back to the divisional games, but the overtime rules for the NFL is still a joke, by the way.
We talked about that. We all agree they're fine. They're fine.
I hate going last. I hate going last, especially on this panel because you guys.
You're not going last. I'm going last.
Okay, second to last because you guys hit like all the nails on the head with this matchup. Like I would love the Bengals to shock the world and beat the Chiefs like they did a couple weeks ago in the regular season. But the Chiefs just they're so good, man. And when Patrick Mahomes is in this moment, the dude, for one thing too, he needs to like dump his fiance and kick his brother in the ass, by the way, because they're terrible people.
Agreed.
The way they looked against.
I keep hearing this, but I don't know what they did.
Just Google it.
Just Google it. That's all you need to know.
That's all. Yeah.
I've seen one dancing video, and that was it.
No, it's way worse.
That does no justice.
Yeah.
All right, bro. You're gonna have to send it to me, bro.
I got you.
You know, the Chiefs have a lot of guys on questionable on the injury report now. I know Tyrann Mathieu on concussion protocol right now, but it's not gonna stop the Chiefs. I mean, Joe Burrow got, like Roy said, 9 times, man. That's 9 times too many, especially for a quarterback that, you know, has a knee that should be protected at all times. And I think with Cincinnati is they're just how they've got this far is nothing short of miraculous, because we didn't think they're going to get this far to get to the AFC Championship. Now I thought maybe going in the beginning of the season they would, you know, maybe be 500 at the end of the season, you know, and then especially in that division that they're in. But man, to get all the way to the AFC Championship, you want to see that Cinderella story go all the way to the Super Bowl. You want to see it. It's just, you got to protect Joe Burrow, and the Chiefs defense is going to get at him all day long. Will be 9 sacks, maybe close to it, but they're going to get at him, man. And it's going to be tough for him to get the ball off. I mean, we saw that against Tennessee where that was a low scoring game. So I disagree with the close game on it. It's going to be maybe 2 scores, but it's going to be it's Patty Mahomes and company, man. It's the Chiefs, dude. Chiefs all
yeah, I mean, I got it as a blowout. I don't see that offensive line to the Bengals protecting Joe at all. If you could let the Tennessee Titans get off like that, what makes us think that, you know, even with the struggles of Kansas City, that their defense isn't going to get off like that? That O-line is atrocious. I mean, it's probably an O-line that Russ Wilson had. Like, we know the O-lines in Seattle is bad. You understand? Yeah. So Joe Burrow, that's one thing, you know, going forward in the future, not even this year, but next year, the Bengals need to fix that fast, because they, like I said, they have a core 3 guys out there that they could build around for the next 10 years. So you need to fix that O-line so Joe Burrow is healthy. But this game ain't going to be no different. You can't fix the O-line now. So the head coach to Kansas City, Andy Reid, he's going to make the adjustments to blitz. He's going to blitz. He's going to find your weakest O-line person to put his best one on. So it's going to be a little crazy for Joe. Joe going to have to make some throws on the run. He's going to have to extend plays with his legs. But I do see Kansas City probably beating them by 24 points. I got it being a bad blowout.
That's a beatdown.
I got to see what the over-under on this is.
Yeah, starting with Kansas City by -7, under 7.
Oh, wow. So they're favored that many points for the point spread?
That's for the spread.
Yeah. All right, so San Fran and the Rams, Bushman.
Another great matchup. Like, I love these matchups, man. They're so great. You know, after last week's tough loss against the Rams, which the Rams almost gave up that game to the Buccaneers too, by the way.
Yeah, do it this week.
Ooh. Well, then you need to go if you think the 49ers.
No, I don't think the 49ers go.
Okay.
I think the Rams can't take their foot off the gas. That's what I'm saying. They took their foot off the gas a little bit in that last game. Tom Brady and Bruce Arians made the adjustments that helped them score 24 points in the second half of that game to bring them back in it.
I look at this game as it's going to be tough for Jimmy G, because Jimmy G last week against they didn't put up. You're not going to put up only if you cannot put up enough points with the Rams. You got to put up at least over 24.
Oh, easily.
I don't see them doing that against the Rams. The Rams are hitting on all cylinders right now, like offense and defense. And
Jimmy G, 0 touchdowns.
How does Cooper Kupp keep getting open, by the way? That's what I wanted. Like, the dude must have a spidey sense where he just goes invisible and then he shows up and boom, he's open again. I think especially they're going to be playing in LA where it's going to be loud as hell. And I think the injuries too. Is Debo healthy? is Debo off the injury report? Because I know he was
I think
hurt.
he's questionable.
I think he's questionable,
Yeah,
but I think he's
questionable.
leaning more
Yeah.
towards playing though.
Yeah, I
This
think
this
he's
really
questionable.
hinges on the play of Jimmy G, which last week we
Mhm.
saw that.
Oh no, Debo's good to go. He's not.
He's
on
good to
that.
go. Okay,
Yeah,
it
he's
just
not on
really
the
hinges on the
report.
play of Jimmy G and how he does. Because if look, Rams all day, man. I got nothing else to say. It's the Rams.
I
Like,
want to say
Matthew Stafford's he's looking good. I mean,
Mhm.
barring any kind of dumb foolery with Matthew Stafford, are we gonna get Matthew
No,
Stafford?
I think he's focused this year.
Yeah,
You can see it in his eyes. He's focused. But I wanted to say something to your how does Cooper Cup keep getting open? So I don't know if you guys heard on that last play with Kansas City. Kelsey went to Patrick Mahomes and he told him, "I'm not running that route.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
I'm not
Yeah, I
running
heard
the
about that
route. I'm going to find an open spot. Find me." That's what Cooper Cup reminds me of. Like, yo, I'm gonna run this route, but in that vicinity, there's going to be an open space. Find me there. Like, and Cooper Cup is nice. You got to give it to him. But I just think.
Oh, he's
before I-
MVP, dude. He's
Yeah,
got to be
but
MVP.
Before I pass it to Richie, San Francisco is going to have a tough time with that Rams defense. And I said this on tackles and touchdowns yesterday. If you just think about the last two rounds, right? The wild card round, the Rams came out and they literally shut a high power offense, even though without the best wide receiver and D-Hop, they shut a high power offense completely down. Then they go into the divisional round and they punch Tom Brady in the Bucs right in the mouth in the first half. They make adjustments, get themselves back in the game, but that's just because Tom Brady's that great of a quarterback. And that's what I was saying about Kyler Murray. Roy, you was on that show.
Mhm.
If he's going to be an elite quarterback, the pressure is going to be there. You have to find a way to get it done. Tom did that. Tom made adjustments. He got it done. But to see how the Rams are playing on defense, I would say, would you say the 49ers are a better team than Arizona? Because I wouldn't. Would you say the 49ers are a better team?
I'd say 49ers are a better team than the Cardinals. Yeah, I would say that.
Because you can,
yeah.
I think there's an argument there.
Yeah, because every team now has figured out how to play defense against the Cardinals. We saw that.
It's an air raid offense.
Yeah. So, but the Cardinals team overall better team than the 49ers, right? And then
I disagree on that.
The Bucs are a better team than the 49ers.
I agree. The Bucs
I agree on that. I don't agree about the Cardinals being a better team.
I think all right. So if we take the before they got injured and everything happened, the Cardinals were a better team than the 49ers. That's hands down. We can't. I could
disagree.
understand if you disagree.
I disagree.
But if 7 games, high-powered offense, nobody was stopping them until D-Hop went down, Kyler went down. We might be seeing a different story if those guys was healthy all the way through the season. All right, we might be seeing a different story. It might be Arizona in this championship round because that's how.
I disagree on that too.
That's how good they were. I know at the end of the season, injuries happen, they fell apart. But I would say, even if you say the 49ers are closer to Arizona than anything, but the Bucs are better than 49ers, and the Rams went out there and punched them straight in the mouth. So what do you think the Rams are going to do to a lesser team in the 49ers? They played a great team in the Bucs. Let's just take the Bucs. We can throw Arizona out. Right? They played one of the best teams in the Bucs. Great defense, all that. Great quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback, all that. They went out there, they punched them in the mouth, and then they saved themselves in the end. Cooper Kupp getting open 20 yards down the field goal. So what makes you guys think if 49ers can win, what makes you guys think they can win against that defense? I think this is the best defense left in the playoffs. And I think teams are going to have a hard time. Even if Kansas City, because some people say the Rams were built, all of this, Von Miller, Cooper Kupp, Matt Stafford and Odell, all of this to beat 44-year-old Tom Brady. No, that team was built to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That's who it was.
Win a
built
Super Bowl.
It was built to get past them so they can have the best chance to win the Super Bowl. It didn't matter about the Bucs. They almost lost to the Bucs, but I'm telling you, for them, it was like, how do we beat Kansas City? Because that team is going to be there. If we get there, how do we beat them? And that's how they came up with the thing of beating them. But kicking it to you, Richie, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to win it. 49ers, they have really good defense. Like we said, defense wins championships, and that's why Rodgers and company last week, they didn't make it past. But I think Stafford's year, not year to win it, but year to actually move forward. But if it's Chiefs and Rams, then it's gonna be Chiefs. But I feel like the Rams are gonna win it by a lot. It's gonna be. I mean, the 49ers defense is good, but I don't think that good to stop Stafford and Kupp, and there's other weapons. So,
you guys taking the over under on this? Is 45.5.
I'm taking the over.
45.5.
Yeah, I'll take the over. I'll take the over on that one.
I'm always hesitant to take the over when it comes to playoffs, just because historically people usually finish under. But I feel like for this one, I think this one's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a blowout
by 3.5.
Yeah.
Really? I figured it would be more than that.
I think it's going to be a blowout too, because I just think the Rams offense is high powered. They can put up 30 points in a blink of an eye.
So I'll play devil's advocate. I'll play devil's advocate. The 49ers have beat the Rams twice this year. Both times they met each other.
But let's remember, does regular season matter? We always say no when it comes to the playoffs.
I know.
You can't come up in here to play regular
I'm
season.
trying to look. We might have some 49ers fans listening out there.
I keep telling that the Saints fans. I keep telling that the Saints fans, because Saints fans always want to puff out their chest saying, "Oh, we beat you in the regular season." Like, where'd you end up?
Yeah. Right. When it counts, you got to beat us when it counts. Regular season, it doesn't really count. When we get to the playoffs and I see you there, I know what you're doing, bro. I know how to stop you. Only thing they got to really do is stop Debo and force. Jimmy is going to make mistakes. I don't care what.
That's the thing.
Mistakes.
That's literally the caveat.
He's done 0
to
interceptions and 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in both the games that he's played in. That's not a winning quarterback. People.
I agree.
Saying,
I agree.
Jimmy Garoppolo is a winning quarterback because he's 24-15 in the regular season, 5-1 in the play.
Well, I mean, if he can't play like he did against Green Bay, because that was horrendous how he played against Green Bay.
But he can't play how he played in the wild card either.
No.
Look at the
Jimmy G can't play like Jimmy G.
Right, he overselled the ball over his wide receiver head by like 5 yards.
He needs to play like Joe Flacco did back when he had that really good run.
Better get some Colin Kaepernick in you or something.
Something, because I don't know. It's crazy because I feel like this team literally relies on him not to screw up. Like it's not because most people look for your quarterback and say, "Oh, I need a great performance. I need a good performance." It's like, no, you just need not to suck. I mean, like it's just simple as that. And
if I was Shanahan, I would say, "Look, I need you as a game manager this game. I don't need you to try and be the hero or flashy. I don't need you to try and force the ball downfield. I need you to game manage and let our defense do the rest. That's all I need you to do." And I hopefully he gets that, because when Jimmy G tries to do too much, which he kind of makes me think of Jameis Winston all the time, is when he tries to do too much, it's mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. So if I was Shanahan, I'd be like, look, we're going to focus on the ground game. We're going to give the ball to Debo. We're going to get the ball to Kittle. I just need you to be a game manager in this one, especially going against this defense.
I just think them Rams, they're already coming out with the Debo, Kittle, slow him down, force him, because they did it to Tom Brady.
Right.
They literally did it to Tom Brady. They take his weapons away, which was Gronk and Evans, and then in the second half he adjusted to throw to the others.
Yep.
Because look at the last pass that Tom Brady made in the second half. It was an interception. Gronk was doubled covered down the field. So they're going to do the same to Kittle. Kittle ain't getting nothing easy, and Debo ain't going to be running easy, because that's their main focus. If we slow these two down, we win the game. That's all you have to do. Take away Jimmy G's 2 weapons, and we win the game. So I think that's the Rams' game plan going in, and I think they have enough talent to put, Ramsey in a position where he's on Kittle most of the time, or in the vicinity of Kittle, to help. Because I don't know who that number 1 wide receiver is, because Debo's more of a running, but he can receive too. So it's like when he goes to receive, Ramsey's
Ayuk is like number 3 on that chart.
Yeah,
I mean, because Debo's now like that Swiss Army knife where you can have him as a running back and a wide receiver,
like a Cordell Patterson.
Yeah.
But when he lines up as a wide receiver, Ramsey's on him.
I think Ramsey will be on him.
And then look what Ramsey did last week. Ramsey was on Evans. Evans didn't. His first half wasn't good. And then Ramsey switched off him. They put another guy. Evans started cooking. He looked at dude like, nope, back over there. I got him. And Ramsey went right back to Evans and continued to shut him down. So I think that's the game plan. Take away their weapons, force them to do something else, force them to be uncomfortable. And I think it's easier to make the 49ers uncomfortable than anybody else that's left in this playoffs.
I agree with that. But I also want to say that the 49ers, I mean, Elijah Mitchell's a very good running back as well. I think he's one of the most underrated running backs in the NFL to this day. I think that he could definitely do something, but I just think that with this Rams, just this absolute unit of a defense, I think that's going to be hard. And the Rams running game's even coming together now, which is huge for them.
Especially with Cam Akers back. Like it's
Florida State's finest, man.
Cam Akers would be on. Cam Akers would be on. You make one mistake, I'm sitting you. You fumble once, you're going to the bench.
That's my caveat.
It gives me the best chance to win. I can't have you fumbling twice in a game. You're giving them 2 possessions
I agree
that
with
we could go down and
I agree
score.
with that.
Cam has to hold on to the ball.
That's
If
someone
he
who hasn't
doesn't-
played all year, though.
Right.
I mean,
but
I'm not making
I know,
excuses for
I know,
him.
but he has to hold on to.
He
the ball.
does,
He has
regardless.
to, because if not, you're going to give the 40.
You'll lose the
49ers a
game.
chance to win.
You'll
It's
lose
always
games if
it's
you do
always a
that.
thing with Florida State running backs. They always like to fumble.
Yeah,
Hold-
they're
hold
so
on to that
explosive,
ball.
but they like to fumble.
Love the
Hold on
fumble.
to that ball. Hold on to the ball. Anything else to add about this before we move on? We get into something that I like to do over here. You guys ready?
Is it who you got? Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
man.
it's not. It's not who you
Look
got.
around,
It's-
voice
no,
over.
no,
See, I've been busy, man.
Take your time. Take your time. I told you, take your time. When you get it to us, you get it to us. But no, I didn't put who you got on the doc today. And as you guys seen, I didn't put what do you know either. I wanted you guys to rank the top 10 quarterbacks in the league.
Oh,
But
let's do it.
How
Yeah.
we're going to do it is collectively.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
this is gonna be great.
So Roy knows how I do it here. Roy knows that
here
you
we
guys
go. There we
gotta
go.
give me the top quarterback. You all gotta agree on it. You gotta give me the top quarterback all the way to 10.
Okay, so Big Ben
Discuss.
number 1.
No, Baker number 1. Baker.
Oh,
number one.
true. Okay, we're gonna have to argue for this one.
Listen, I'm not in this. It's between you three, but I am not putting Baker number 1.
So wait, so top 10 just for this season?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Number
Do you think Brady goes to 1?
Brady goes to 1 because of stats.
I think Brady.
Well, for this season, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this
Yeah.
season, correct.
This season 1, Tom Brady.
I would say 1 is Tom Brady. I'm comfortable with that.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So look, we're starting off strong. We're
There
doing
we go.
great.
I had him at 2 at mine, but I mean, I could agree at 1 because it's, yeah.
I think who you're gonna go for number 2 is probably gonna is it Rodgers?
No, I would say Josh Allen, but
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all can see it, right?
I'll go Allen 2 and then Rodgers 3.
Allen,
Yeah.
then Rodgers.
Yeah.
Allen.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And then 4 I would
Mahomes?
put Joey Burrow, man.
Oh, you put
Yeah.
Wait,
I put
did I hear Patrick Mahomes yet?
nope.
No, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying.
So Tom Brady, Josh Allen.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen, then
Brady,
Rodgers.
Brady, Allen, and Rodgers. For my opinion, I put Burrow at number 4. Because I'm
Okay.
going
Who was
I'm going
number
off of-
3?
Rodgers.
Rodgers, yeah.
Wrong.
So you got so for 4.
That-
Okay, here I
That's
think
what made us start dying yesterday on Taco on Tuesday. Is that the host of Taco on Tuesday name is Aaron, and I've been calling Aaron
Aaron?
Rodgers Aaron all week.
Hey,
So when I went up to look at his name, I was like, Aaron, and I stopped. Yo, we was dying. I was like, yo, my B, I didn't mean to call you that. We was crying. So Aaron Rodgers, and then you said Burrow after him.
Yeah, I'll say Burrow.
hold on. Don't put that in yet. Don't put
Yeah,
that
don't-
in yet. We need to discuss.
Yeah, y'all moving.
So
Y'all moving
so
fast.
you would put Burrow over Mahomes? You think so?
I'm looking at full season
Okay.
performance.
Okay,
Full
so
season
who-
performance.
So would you put Mahomes immediately following Burrow?
Yes.
Okay, Richie, how do you feel about that?
I feel like would be 4 and then Burrow would be 5.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Just because, like, even like, I don't know, like, Mahomes could turn on anytime. Like we said, like, yeah, he had a bad, I guess, beginning, but he's gonna
yeah.
make it all the way. I feel like so.
I don't know. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
be
you can-
upset.
Yeah, you can go either way, 4 for 5, like 4 or 5 of those.
I wouldn't be upset with either one. So who do you guys want to go? Can we do Mahomes for just to make me feel better?
I guess so. I guess so.
Bushman cares about feelings. and
Yes,
like
I
that.
do. I do.
That's why we love Bushman over here.
I used to not care about feelings during podcasts but now I do. I'm older and wiser now.
He's
so
wise.
I care about feelings. Yeah.
Hey.
Especially in cancel culture days, you just
Yeah.
you gotta,
Thank you.
gotta-
I appreciate it.
yeah, you gotta have a blanket and a pillow. It's okay.
It's okay. Tuck me into.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Joe Burrow's going number 5. Right?
Some more milk in a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahomes and then
Burrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that I'm fine with that.
See,
So
this
what do
is
you guys
where-
go after? What do you guys go after Burrow though?
I was gonna say this is where it gets juicy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's a little weird.
I think we could go in plain different directions.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'll go. I hate saying this. I'll go Dak at number 6.
Really? You put
Yeah.
Dak this early?
I'll put Dak.
I could go. I could go Dak 6 because I am at 5 in mine.
I
but yeah.
had Stafford after this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What do you? I mean, I understand the Dak one. I get that. The stats are definitely there.
Yeah. I'll go Dak 6 and then Stafford 7.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
That's after 7.
Yeah,
Mine.
that's fine. We'll compromise.
Okay.
You compromised on 4 and 5, so I guess I'll compromise on 6
Okay.
and 7.
Who's 6?
So 6 is Dak Prescott.
Yeah, 7 would be Stafford.
Okay.
Stafford
This is going a lot more
7.
smooth than I thought it would. I thought we were gonna
Yeah,
be sitting here arguing. What are you talking about? You're crazy.
Me too. I thought you guys were gonna go back and forth, but sometimes these things work out in our favor.
Yeah, we can compromise.
Yeah,
I
compromise.
like that.
Come on. It's 2022. We compromise.
Especially with L. Bushman on the show. When L.
Yeah.
Bushman's here, we definitely can compromise.
He has a calming presence.
Yeah.
It makes me want to compromise.
I want to give you something before you finish this real quick. So I'm looking at a list of quarterbacks, right? Number 1 is Tom Brady. 17 games, 43 passing touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Next is Aaron Rodgers with 16 games, 37 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Justin Herbert is 3 with 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Then that's Justin Herbert. Then Joe Burrow with 34 and 14, 16 games played is number 4. And number 5 is Patrick Mahomes with 17 games played, 37 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Then Josh Allen with 36 touchdowns and 15 interceptions, 17 games played. Then is Kyler Murray at 7. So after Kyler Murray is Matt Stafford, then Dak Prescott, and then Derek Carr will round out the 10 for this list that I'm looking at.
Okay, can we get here? I kind of forgot about Justin Herbert, and I feel bad for that.
See, I have Herbert at 8.
You do?
I have a 9 actually.
I have Herbert at 8. Yeah.
I spelled that wrong.
And then Murray at 9 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Murray 8, Herbert 9.
If I had to choose between the two, which I think they're pretty close, I would probably go Herbert, to be honest with you. But I mean, they're kind of like one follows the other, if you ask me.
Right.
So
I honestly think Herbert had a better overall performance than Murray.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too. Because
I can give you the stats real quick. Justin Herbert, 17 games, 65% percentage, 5,000 yards, 7.5 yards a pass attempt, 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 302 rushing yards with 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 fumble. And then who was the other guy?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. Yeah.
14 games, 69% completed percentage, 3,787 yards, 7.9 yards pass attempt, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions with 423 yards.
Oh, yes.
5 touchdowns and 13 fumbles.
Herbert's stats are better. Yeah, definitely. I'd say we could do Herbert then Murray. Does that sound good to you guys?
I'm good with that.
Yep, that works.
Okay, and then
Justin Herbert at number 8.
Herbert, and then
Murray at 9.
Murray. And then so 10. Who do you guys put here? This is where I think I don't know. I was kind of stuck on this one on who to put on 10.
I mean, I had Lamar Jackson just because it's Lamar Jackson, but
He's I've got Derek Carr.
See,
Liz
that's
has
what I
Derek
was
Carr, too.
thinking. That's what I was thinking was Carr at 10.
Yeah.
But then a part of me was like,
I don't think
also
he's in
thought-
top 10 for me at least. He's top 15, but not top 10.
See, I was thinking maybe like Russell Wilson, but then I was like, he also didn't play that much. He
Overall,
also didn't do good.
Wilson had like he had a shitty.
He also didn't
shitty
do
year,
good when he
yeah.
came back.
Yeah, he had a terrible year.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with putting Derek Carr there. I think he kind of rounds it out a little
Derek
bit.
Carr stats.
Because who else? I mean, let's think about it. Who else would you guys put here? Not Jimmy Garoppolo, I hope.
Not Ryan Tannehill.
No.
Not Tannehill. No.
No.
Cousins. Lamar's ranked 14th on his list.
You
Big Ben.
No, terrible year. You could. I
Jimmy
would.
Garoppolo is ranked 18th.
Jeez.
Now I'm gonna throw out this name, and I'm looking at it as a fantasy football.
Okay.
standpoint.
Mac
Jalen
Jones.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah, Jalen Hurts.
As soon as you said
Great,
fantasy
great.
football, I knew who you were going.
Great
to.
in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Terrible overall on the right, like
Yeah,
real
he's 15th overall.
like fantasy football stud.
Oh, I love
Real
having him
season,
on my
terrible.
team.
But
15th overall.
I'll put, but I'm gonna stick with Carr. I'll do Derek Carr.
I think I'll stick with.
Let's do
Carr.
Carr. Screwed.
Yeah. Overall, if I had to say anything about this list that I could make an argument for, I think it would be putting Justin Herbert a little bit higher. or a little bit closer to. I think he's more around the 6th spot. I like him better than Prescott.
I was thinking that where you could flip Prescott and Herbert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that as well. Leaving Stafford at 7 though.
Yeah, I'm leaving Stafford.
I'm kind of a fan of that.
Yeah, let's do that.
I feel like Herbert is just like follows that Joe Burrow just because like, yeah, I like that.
I like that.
That looks good to me.
Can't
There you go.
Derek,
This is all based off facts.
I can't believe I put Derek Carr on the top 10 for anything.
I know.
Dude, that just
wild,
feels
dude.
weird, right?
I know. I feel dirty.
Yeah.
He's in the same
I thought we were missing someone
I
too.
need
It's
to
so
hop in the
crazy.
shower after this.
Trying to think who we're missing.
Are we missing
Tannehill,
anyone?
Matt Ryan.
No.
No.
I don't think you guys were missing anybody. So I'll tell you the names that you left off.
Okay.
I'll start from the top of the list. You got Tom, you got Aaron, you got Justin, you got Joe, you got Patrick, you got Josh, you got Kyler, you got Matt Stafford, you got Des Prescott, and you got.
Where did they have
Carr.
Josh Allen on that list?
Josh Allen was number 6.
Really?
Wow. Is that low?
So
That's kind of surprising.
So literally the same top 10 they have, we have, but in different orders.
Okay.
The quarterbacks after that is Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, Matt Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo, Teddy Bridgewater, Carson Wentz, Jameis Winston, Tagovailoa,
I'm not.
Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, 17 and 13.
They put Jared Goff above Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
The last few weeks of the season, Jared Goff.
That's
was a
true
stud,
though.
bro.
And I
Daniel
just love it
Jones
because
is number 25. Ben
Where's
Roethlisberger.
Ben?
Ben is 26.
Oh man.
Tyler Higgins from Washington is 27. Then Justin Fields 28. Davis Mills is 29. And
What was Heineke?
Trevor Lawrence is number 30.
Oh.
Heineke was 27.
27. Okay. And
Yeah, so
Lawrence was
our list
30?
is pretty justifiable.
Yeah, the same
Yeah.
top 10 they got. Then you got Sam Donald, Zach Wilson, and the list goes on. So I don't think you guys missed anybody. Lamar didn't really have a good year this year. So
Yeah, he didn't.
that's the only person. Russell
He
didn't have a good year.
Yeah, he was out. He was out a few weeks. He didn't really produce.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance really.
Tannehill
Was Zach
didn't
Wilson
have-
was Zach Wilson 32? Was he the last?
Zach
No,
Wilson?
Yeah,
Wasn't
where's-
Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence was number 32.
Oh, he was 30. Yeah. Okay.
Number 32 was Zach Wilson. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
Wilson.
last one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Where'd Cam Newton end up?
Nowhere.
on the bench. On the
Yeah.
bench.
Not on a list.
Sam
Yeah,
Donald
on the bench.
Sam Donald finished the list before him with 31st.
Wow.
Sam Darnold finished
Sam
before
Darnold
him.
finished.
Oh, jeez.
Damn, I didn't. Trevor Lawrence threw 12 touchdown passes and 17 interceptions.
Oh man, but is that really on him?
No,
Is
No,
that
not at
really?
all.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of it's on
All right,
him,
all right,
right?
a lot of those
Justin
interceptions
Fields.
were tips.
All
and-
right, Justin Fields, 7 pass touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
He also played for Matt Nagy, though.
Yeah, I want to see what he does with the new head coach.
Daniel Jones.
That's if they don't decide to trade him to
Daniel
Seattle for
Jones.
Russell Wilson.
Daniel Jones got hurt
Yeah.
halfway through the season.
Yeah, I
and
know,
they had to
that's
start
my
Mike
boy.
Glennon.
Yeah, I
Where's
know,
Mike
that's my
Glennon
boy.
on
He
that
played-
list?
he played
That's what
11
I want to
games.
know.
He played 11 games in Danny Dimes, 11 games, 2,400 yards. You understand, 6 yards of completion, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He rushed for like 300 yards. He fumbled
Mike
7
Glennon's the
times,
future.
bro. Mike Glennon is not the. Yo, you know what's so funny? I wrote to all these people that. So let's get into it. Bushman, you got 10 minutes, right? You got
Yeah.
10 minutes with us. So we
Yeah.
done with the list for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcast listeners. The list is 1 through 10 is Tom Brady, Josh Allen, A.A. Ron, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, and Derek Carr rounds out the 10.
It's a pretty good top 10. I would say.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice top 10. I like
Still
So-
weird saying
So
Derek Carr.
Tweet that out.
We still got a lot more. We still got a lot more to do. I might just do that. We still got a lot more to do. We got wide receivers, running backs, corners, safety. So trust me, we even when football ended, we still gonna be ranking players. All right. So we got a lot to do. But let's talk about the overtime rules, right? So I'll tell you what I said yesterday, right? I said, right. So Bushman, you have to remember they just changed the overtime rules a couple of years ago. All right. They just changed.
He
them.
changed them again.
No, they just changed them to give each team an opportunity.
No.
They gave each
That's
team
not
to
an
have an
that's not an
opportunity.
that's not an opportunity.
It
Just-
is.
It's not an
It is.
opportunity. No,
They
it's
didn't
not.
Stop them and get the ball.
They didn't get the ball.
Stop them and get the ball. That's
They
your
didn't get the ball.
opportunity. Your opportunity is if you could keep them to a field goal. You have two options. Defense has two options to get the ball back. 4-3 and out, or stop them and make them get a field goal down. You have a chance to score. That's not on, the overtime rules. No, they adjusted the overtime rules for teams to have a chance to get the ball. And we have seen a team kick a field goal and then the other team get the ball, go down, score a touchdown, and win the game. I would say this about this particular game, no matter who got the ball first, they won the game. If Josh Allen got the ball, game was over. If Patrick Mahomes got the ball, game was over. No rules fixed this. It was over. So what I'm saying is, this is what I said. Somebody said, give them another quarter, give them another 10 minutes, and whoever has the most points in that 10 minutes wins.
I'm okay with that, because that's like hockey rules. That's fine.
Right,
yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun, but what you don't understand is by the time the playoff season come, right, and we're in the playoffs, every team is going to be playing with third stringers. The Jets are going to be in the Super Bowl playing with Josh McClown, and Josh McClown got to go out there and throw a touchdown to win the game. That's what's going to happen. You're asking these guys to go play 5 quarters of football. They already get injured in 4. Now you're asking them to go out there and be fatigued and tired and risk something else happening to them. That's why it's called sudden death, and that's why they want it over as fast as possible.
I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they should you go to that. Okay, if the team scores, you should let the other team have an opportunity to score. I'd say give it another quarter, a shortened quarter, and then see who comes out the victor on that.
Like basketball.
Yeah.
That's why we got ties. That you get an extra quarter, and if teams don't go in and score, the game ties. It's not like, okay, they tied. All right, we got to go 5 more minutes. Oh, they tied again. We got to go 5 more minutes. They don't do that. So if you're going to change the overtime rules, you got to change it all completely. There can't be no ties. One team has to win. That's not how football views it.
That's football, baby.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's football to them.
I just think we were.
I hate ties.
I think we were just.
It's
cheating.
hilariously funny though, but
we were
ties.
cheated. We were cheated out of one of the most spectacular.
That
games.
game would still be going on now. That game was still
the final
going
score
on
would be
now.
150 to
What about college
149.
rules?
College rules. I love college.
I like college. See, I would like college rules. Even
I
though
think
a lot of
that'd be
people think they're
better.
stupid. I like college.
No.
Yeah.
I like college,
especially if you're doing the over under and you pick the over.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah.
Because
I love the rules.
You're looking at this rule as it all hinges on a coin toss.
That's
because
It's not really. That depends on how you look at it. I don't even look at it like that because it does not matter. 90% of the time, the people that win the coin toss win the game. Right? But there's still 10% of people that actually stop the person who has the ball, gets the ball, and go wins the game. That's what you have to do.
When they won the coin flip,
can do it. If 10% can do it, that means the rest of them need damn well to try to do it.
I look at this as a financial thing, and if the NFL wants to make more money, which they always want to do, you fix it.
So why didn't they do it when they changed the rules like 5 years ago when they made?
Because they didn't have me on the panel. That's why.
Yeah.
Because as soon as the Chiefs
have a professional,
I turned it off. They just lost them on revenue.
Oh, but so what happened? What happened when the Chiefs lost
right.
and to Tom Brady when Tom Brady got the ball in overtime and he went down and scored and the Chiefs lost?
I still watch.
Right, but because it's the Chiefs losing, but because the Chiefs won, oh no, we got to change these rules. We got to change. No, Patrick Mahomes was on the other side of that coin flip. He did not touch the ball. He was upset about it. Kansas City then went and put in a little paperwork to get the rule changed. Guess what? All other 32 teams or 31 teams did not sign on it, including the Bills. None of them wanted to do it. So suck it up, play with the rules the way they are. You guys have the power to change it, not us fans. We are fans. We're only telling you. That's why I can't be mad at you, Bushman, or anybody that wants it changed. But some people is going to too far of an extent. We'll give them another quarter. Too many people are going to get injured. People can barely stay healthy now.
They said the same thing about adding an extra game in the schedule.
I wouldn't say give them a whole other
but look how many injuries
give them a shortened quarter, like maybe
shortened quarter.
I could maybe,
how long?
But still
how long?
It has to be sudden
10 minutes.
Death. It still has to be sudden death. It still has to be sudden death. That's
and
the
they
way
can still end in a
works.
tie.
Right.
Or
that's
if
what
they
I'm saying. You still give them.
That's why I like college rules. You have to go for two.
I gotta fix this whole thing before I get out of here. I gotta fix for the whole overtime.
Okay.
Kickoff. You have your kickers decide who wins.
Just like a shootout.
Like a shootout, just like in hockey, a kickoff. Best out of 5. Yeah. You kick from the 50-yard line.
Oh, yeah. I see, when you said that, it was like, all right, 30, 40, 50, 60. Whoever misses the first field, whoever misses loses.
That's electric.
That makes you want to get a good kicker.
But you know
everybody complains about kickers are like the bane of their existence.
Whoever has Justin Tucker wins.
But that's going to be an uproar too with fans because now it's like, oh, we don't want to see these kickers playing for the final decision of the game. We want to see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen do it. All right, so let's have a throw off.
What
Whoever
would
can throw
be-
the farthest from the one line.
Well, then this-
Let's have a skills competition.
Yeah, what would be more exciting than two
Let's have an
kickers
all-star
doing
breaking stuff. An all-star break.
overtime, sudden, like a
40-yard
shootout.
dash.
Like you said, Roy, it's called
I'd
football.
press.
I would love to see a best out of 5 kickoff to decide
No,
that.
think that'd be
wouldn't
cool.
dispute that.
I think that'd
wouldn't
be cool.
dispute that. But
That'd
I'm
be
telling
super
you,
fun.
other fans would be like, "Oh no, now we got to see kickers out there. We don't get to see the guys that makes us want to come watch the game." And Patrick Mahomes.
Well, you know what? It would help
Jackson.
out. It would help out with the rest of the players. They would be rested. They would
Exactly.
have a bit of a breather. Look, kickers, they don't do much but kick.
Yeah.
And they always complain about they don't get enough of the spotlight. There you go.
Oh yeah,
No,
You'll
let's
get
give
some
them the
more
spotlight.
jersey sales for kickers
Let your
doing that.
punchers. I
Kicker-
got one.
Kickers, get at me.
One-on-one.
I'm your delegate for
A
kickers.
one-on-one, right? The punter punts the ball. The guy catches it, and there's one guy on the other team. You gotta go stop him. You gotta go. There's one guy.
I'm okay with that too.
He gonna cross him up. I'm
I
out
was
of here.
gonna say-
I'm out of here.
Remember when Antonio Brown kicked the punter, the Browns punter?
Oh,
That's
yeah, that was
exactly what
funny.
that would happen. That would happen over and over again.
I mean, if teams,
Over and over
teams,
again.
Ocho Cinco is he's used to kick for the Bengals.
Yeah.
You could hire Ocho Cinco. He
Go
wants to
out
get
there.
back in the league.
Shout out to Destroying. It's a YouTuber, man. Man can kick a 70-yard.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Oh,
kid.
my
No
gosh.
problem. I don't know
Someone
why he
sign
does
that
not
guy.
have a job. He literally was at the combine, kicking it, doing his little stuff. So I would like to see that guy.
You know
get
why?
a-
He
get a
probably
punch.
makes more in YouTube money.
He does.
and
That's what he
why-
said.
That's
He
why
said
he
that.
left college. He left college because
I don't blame him. I'd do the
his-
same
His
thing.
college coach gave him an ultimatum: you either stop doing YouTube and play football, or you don't play football.
Deuces.
He was like,
Hey,
"Well,
I'll
what
catch
do you
y'all
do?"
later.
And he's big up there, so I got to give him that. But yeah, we need to. I don't think, me personally, I understand where you guys come from, but I think the overtime rules is fine. Get your defense to make a stop, and go
Or
down
just
and
play a game of throw them up, bust them up, and see who wins. Yeah.
play a game of tops. Nigga, draw the topsy
Oh,
boxes
they
on the
could, they
field.
could do it like in hockey overtime. You get 7. It's a 7-on-7 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, oh, they could go 7-on-7, but then it's like, all right, what is the
NFL
rules?
blitz. NFL blitz.
NFL blitz.
What is the
Yeah.
rules? Now
Or you know what?
Still gotta have rules
Instead
in place.
of doing that, you could do a 2-minute drill for each team.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
2-minute
I
drill.
think
No,
that'd be cool.
You know what it is too in Madden, right? It's called house rules, I think, and it's
House
a game
rules,
mode where you know what I'm talking about, where you get a
Yeah.
certain, and if you guys tie at the end of it, like say if you don't score, then you go into sudden death where you get 5 plays, and whoever gets the furthest in
Yeah,
those plays wins the
During
game.
those plays.
Yeah, something like that might could work too, but it's like it's hard to put that in real time because it's like either which way, the way I look at it, a team is still going to have an advantage from getting the ball first.
True.
Like, because if I
Yeah.
go down and score and then you go down and score, I get the ball back, so I can just go down and score again. And then somebody said, if what they should do is let them score the touchdown and give the ball to the other team, and the other team could go down and score and then go for 2 points. I said that's retarded because if the other team that's scoring first knows you're going to go for 2, they're going to go for 2 and get the 8
Yeah.
points. So
Right.
now you got to go for 8.
But that makes it a mind game, and that's what we like.
Yeah, I mean,
I think.
that's
But
coaches'
can we
game.
agree that ties need to go though?
Ties need to
Yeah,
go.
I
Yeah,
think
'cause
it's-
That should
I
not
think-
be in football.
No, it's good.
That shouldn't be in any
But
sport.
because it's in
You need a winner, you
football,
need a loser.
the overtime rules are fine.
For now.
Because tying is in football, overtime rules are fine. Because even in that subtle depth game, you can still not have a winner.
They're fine
So-
for now until they adopt my kickoff ID.
You know, tell you
Yeah.
like, oh, we heard that Bushman.
Yeah.
They're gonna patent it.
He needs
before
his
say
royalties
anything.
for that, by the
Right.
way.
Just saying.
They're
He
gonna
needs
get
his
the patent.
royalties.
He won 10%.
He won 30.
I want to manage a whole team. What is that?
Yeah,
He
he wants
said,
to be
nah,
the next.
just give me a GM job.
He wants Bruce Arians to move over. He
Let
wants
me
to take over.
let me help Bruce Aaron.
Just want to be on the sideline. That's all I want.
Be the water boy.
Hey, you're on the sideline.
They make good
Be the
money
podcast.
too. It's a
The water
boy.
boys do make good
They
money.
make good money.
Damn
Yeah,
right.
that's
they do.
wild. Who knew?
That's because they got enough money to pay them. So it's like, hey, why not?
That's what I call high quality H2O.
Heck,
Right, the best water in the world you can
Mama
find.
said,
Mama said. Well, guys, I gotta get on out of
Yeah,
here.
I was just about to send you off, L. Bushman. Thank you for stopping by, man.
Thank you,
We'll see you.
Bushman.
We'll see you for the championship, man. I mean, for
You
the
will
Super
see
Bowl.
me for the championship next
We
week.
ain't doing a Pro Bowl show, so don't think we're doing that. That's not happening.
Nobody should ever
we ain't
do a
talking
Pro
about
Bowl.
no Pro Bowl until
One
they
should-
change it. Until
Pro
they
Bowl,
change
Pro Bowl, and like any kind of other adjectives or nouns shouldn't be in the same like
it.
sentence.
Listen,
true.
listen. We talking about them changing a kick. They need to change the damn Pro
that
Bowl.
is
Yeah.
They need
something
to have a
else.
skills challenge at the end of the year. Have a skills challenge, just like the NBA does in the middle of the year. Have an
They
all-star
used to.
weekend.
They used to
Yeah,
have.
they used to.
7-on-7 games.
I
a
remember
skills-
when
a throwing
the
challenge.
defensive linemen they used to have the chat the bar. I think it was the they would do how many
How many reps-
how many reps
reps
they
they
could
could
do. That was part of it. Like the quarterback skills challenge.
Oh yeah, they had the moving dummies or whatever. All that,
that
was cool.
Yeah, they need to bring that back. But thank you, L. Bushman, for coming. Shout out to L. Bushman for stopping by.
Thank you, Bushman.
We'll see him in a couple of weeks. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, guys.
You too, man.
Better.
All right. Thank you to L. Bushman. That guy is awesome. Gotta love him. I'm gonna try to get him back on this show every time I can, every chance I can, for every football
good guy.
I can.
Yeah.
Good guy. Still can't wait till he give us that little
audio clip we need. Yeah, we
that
can
little
use that.
voice. He just mentioned it in the podcast. If you guys heard him, he's working on it, but he's been busy. So it's gonna be fun. I'm actually working on a soundboard. Like me and GK talked about.
Oh, nice.
We're getting a soundboard.
I actually got it. Yeah, I actually got it downloaded. I just got to figure everything. I got to put my own sounds in, and then I'm gonna work on getting like the little sound thing that I can press the buttons right here in front of me instead of having to do it on the computer.
I got one of those.
You do?
Yeah,
that's right here.
Yeah.
Snap.
Which one is it?
The Stream Deck.
Oh, Stream Deck.
Stream
What is
Deck,
that?
okay.
Elgato?
Elgato, yeah. It's so useful. I use it for everything, even for work.
Yeah, that's
really?
what I'm saying. Do you need to download the Elgato software for it? Or can you just use it on any,
what do you mean?
Program? Like, because I have a voice mod, and I know it works on voice mod, but do I need to download like Elgato Studio or something like that too?
There's an Elgato Stream Deck, and you could like customize all the buttons on it. So it's pretty cool.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I looked it up, but what I'm saying is when I'm hooking it up to my computer, do I need the Elgato software to be on my PC?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I gotta re-download it then. But yeah, I'm looking into it. It's just I gotta find the right price for me. But let's get into some NBA talk, man. All-Star votes came out. We're gonna get to that a little later. I got this new thing I want to do where I want you guys to rank positions. So I got 5 names for you guys, and you're gonna rank them 1 through 5. All right.
Okay.
The 5 names, and I'll tell you my ranking first, so you guys get an idea of what we're looking at. All right. So the rankings, the 5 people is Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joker, Cat, and AD. So the way I rank them is Giannis, Embiid, Joker, AD, and Cat. That's my 5.
All right. I did Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, AD, Cat.
Joker in front of Giannis?
Yeah. He's carrying the team for the Nuggets. Literally, he's the only one.
I would say I don't think that's far off. I don't think you're far off.
I mean, I can't be mad at it.
I would still put Giannis 1, and 2 and 3 is where I'm confused. I mean, like that's a tough one. Yeah. Who do you put there? Jokic or Embiid? I think that one could go either way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it could go either way.
I think I'll put Jokic, then Embiid, and then AD and Cat. Like AD and Cat are definitely at the bottom of that. Like, I think we all agree on that. But I don't know. That's who would you guys put, Embiid or Jokic?
I put Embiid second and Jokic third. Just because I think.
Is there any particular reason why?
I think Embiid is more of a. I know Jokic is more of a 0.4 to 0.5.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Embiid to me
fair.
is like he can shoot, but he's more dominant inside the paint, and he could cook you in the paint. I just think Embiid has a larger bag than Jokic. I think when
you can't go wrong with either one.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, Jokic is playing lights out, man. He's playing
lights
out this year. But
Embiid
is right up there too. And if we remember last year before he got injured, he was going to win MVP, and he might get back to that this year. So
I would honestly take Jokic just because of the health.
Yeah,
I would hate to say that's the reason why.
I was going off of skill.
Like, skill wise, that's a little different.
Giannis has the deepest bag because it's like even though his legs are long, he can just run by you in 2 steps. It's like the things he does to get to his points. You know,
I put Giannis 1.
Yeah, when Embiid, I see Embiid have that same type of deep bag. Jokic has a deep bag. Cat doesn't. I mean, Cat's not ass. I'm not going to sit here and say Cat's a.
He doesn't stack up to the other names.
He doesn't
different.
have a deep bag. Yeah, he doesn't have a deep bag. Now, AD, the reason why I didn't put AD back last because AD healthy 100% probably has a deep bag just like the rest of these guys. Like AD is that. You got to go back to the Pelicans when AD was carrying that team. AD was putting it on.
That's what, okay, but I'm gonna give you an argument there and say that I don't think we don't have the same AD as we used to have.
No, I would agree. I would agree.
I don't think he's the top. I don't think he's top 5 anymore.
Playing with LeBron. So who would you take out? So if it's Giannis, Embiid, Joker, and Cat, who are you replacing AD with? Because I'm replacing Cat before I place AD.
Oh no, I agree that. I agree with that. I'd replace Cat first.
Yeah,
I don't
would
know. I don't know
replace
with
Cat
who.
before.
To
Is
be
it
honest, I put
what type
like,
of like this all the same position?
same position.
Or
I
This
would
is
put.
4s and 5s.
I put.
Or five.
I put in Vucevic before I put
Vucevic
in.
is like pretty good.
Before I
Yeah.
put in Cat.
Vucevic over Cat. See, now we gotta go. Now we gotta go look at comparisons.
Yeah.
Now we gotta. Go
I
look
opened a
at the
can of
numbers.
worms. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we gotta go. We gotta go look at the numbers.
I would put Vucevic over Cat. I'm just not a big fan of Cat, I guess. I don't know. I don't think he's ever lived up to the hype that was around him.
I could see that because I don't see myself in conversations saying like, "Oh, Cat this." Like I see,
Yeah,
everyone else I've talked about like Cat's just kind of just been like, yeah,
yeah, it's like whatever. Yeah, exactly.
like I know
I
him.
agree.
It's just not like, yeah,
It's nothing too crazy impressive.
yeah.
But Vucevic,
I know he's
feel like-
good.
Oh no, he is. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. I just feel like with Vucevic, I mean, he's always just been such a slept-on player because he was in Orlando for so long and no one really knew of him like that. And then here he comes to
balling in
Chicago, and
Orlando. That's why I don't understand like how nobody knows him. This guy was balling in Orlando.
he was going crazy in Orlando, and he's still doing very good in Chicago as well. So it's
It's
like
great.
he's
Love
a
him.
part. He's a part of their success. I mean, he
Yeah.
is. I mean, but you see where all the names coming from. You all hear about is DeRozan and Ball, and I mean, you hear about Caruso more than you hear about Vucevic. Let's be honest. So it's like,
That's because people like Caruso.
Yeah, people like Caruso. I need some LA. That's like,
yeah, that kind of carries with you wherever
it
you
carries.
go.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I would argue that Vucevic should be
basketball.
there.
he's to me he's an all-star. So I feel like he
Oh,
should
yeah.
be. Yeah.
I think so. Who else though would you put over Cat?
Let's see.
Do you have anyone in mind?
No, I gotta take Cat over Vooch. 23
Really?
points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Cat, 23 points, 11.4 rebounds, 3 assists,
Mhm.
0.8 steals, 1.4 blocks. Vucevic, 16.8 points, 10 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 0.9 steals, and then 0.9 blocks.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you also kind of got to look at which teams they're both on. I mean, I'm not putting too much weight into that.
Field
but-
goal percentage, Cat 52, Vucevic 49. Not that far off, but 3-point percentage, Cat 39, 40%.
Fuck Gobert.
45.
Oh, Gobert. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there you go. Gobert.
That's
I
a way
would-
better one.
yeah.
That's a way better one.
Yeah,
I'd put a Gobert in there before Cat.
definitely.
So let's
And
all right. So
let's redo the list.
Let's
redo the list.
let's
Yeah.
replace Cat with Gobert, and then let's redo the list. So I'm gonna keep mine pretty much the same, but I'm gonna change out Gobert for AD. So I'm gonna go Giannis, Embiid, Joker, Gobert, and then AD. So AD will be last on my list.
I'd put AD last too.
Yeah, AD's last,
So
definitely last.
I would go Giannis, Jokic, Embiid.
I want to do Embiid. versus-
I mean, Gobert than AD. I'd rather have Gobert on my team than AD.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
you know what you're going to get with Gobert. I mean, he's probably, I'd argue, one of the most consistent players in the NBA that's been there for a hot minute. I mean, you know what type of production you're going to get on the defensive end from him. And that's something that's just really, like, we love to look at offensive stats. All that we love looking at points per game, shooting percentage. I mean, 3-point percentage.
He has so many rebounds. Like, it's insane.
Exactly. But that's like what I call like the trash man stats. So it's like
Love that.
the ones that people don't really look at unless you're like a true basketball fan who appreciates, okay, look how many boards he's pulling down. Look how many blocks. I mean, just and one thing I think they should maybe have a stat for eventually is just like pressure, like contested shots, I guess. That's more of like, that's kind of hard to measure, but stuff like that matters. I mean, just the amount of pressure you
in
put
the
on someone.
matchup. In the matchup of Joel versus Nikola.
Yeah.
Joel, 25-3, 11 rebounds, 3 points, 2 assists, 0.8 steals, 1.7 blocks.
Okay.
Jokic, 19.1 points, 10.1 rebounds, 6.1 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.7 blocks.
Ah, man.
Field goal
Wow.
percentage, 48% for Joel, 53% for Joker.
Mm.
33 from 3-point from Joel, and then 35 from Nikola.
I'm kind of leaning towards Jokic there.
It's
I like
close.
those assists.
So that's the only thing that in steals is what Joker outperforms him on. Joel has points, rebounds by a point 1.1, and then he has him in blocks by a whole point. So I mean,
What about
defense is
what's
better.
the assists again? What's the assist difference?
is 3.2 to 6.1. So
Oh wow, almost doubling. Jeez.
almost. He gets him with the 0.2.
That's what he's known for, though.
Yeah, Nikola is more of a passer than Joel, so I will give him that.
I'm
So,
surprised that Embiid doesn't have a higher shooting percentage than Jokic.
Yeah, that's because he shoots I think he shoots too many threes.
But you would just think that Embiid is like a nice big down low, I take high percentage shots. I mean, yes, he does shoot, but
let's look at their best seasons. Okay, so Joel Embiid's best season was 28.9, 13.2 rebounds, 4.3 assists with 1 steal and 2.5 blocks. And that's this year. No, his points is this year. His rebounds is last year. So best season by statisticals, I didn't see the date. So Joel 28.9 points 2022. His 13.6 rebounds is in 2019. His assists 4.3 is 2020. So to your question, Roy, he isn't a better pass. He doesn't pass any more than that. His steals is 1 in 2021, and then his blocks was 2.5 in 2017.
Okay.
So Joker is 26.4. That was last year. This is highest average of points on a season. 13.8 rebounds in this year. 8.3 assists, which was last year.
8.3 assists.
1.4 steals, which was this year, and then 0.8 blocks, which was 2018.
I think I would just take Jokic, man. I just like a big man who can move the ball like that.
And Jokic is better in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't even think that's an argument. Yeah, I mean, we've seen the proof in the pudding when it comes to Embiid.
So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go Giannis, Joker, Embiid, Gobert, and then AD.
Yeah. All right, so you have the same as mine then.
Yeah, I just feel like Jokic is he played one more year than Embiid too, because Embiid sat out that first year. So
yeah. It's just also the health thing. Jeez.
But let's get into this All-Star voting. You guys excited for All-Star weekend? We got KD and LeBron as captains again, even though KD's injured, he's probably going to pick his team and not play.
Probably. Probably. That's probably what's going to happen.
If I was LeBron, I'll pick my team and not play too. I need the rest. I'm 30. Yeah. I'm 38. I need the rest. Like, you guys crazy.
Let's be honest though. How much weight are they really putting into this? Like, I mean, it's an all-star game, right? I mean, we all know how they are during the all-star game. There's not a lick of defense,
Not to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, until the game is like getting close to being over. But
by the way, it's the easiest over you can take each year. I feel like it's like a give me over.
Oh yeah, that's the freest bet you can get all year. So even if you're not a betting woman, doesn't matter. Take the over. I
was skeptical last year. It's weird, but then I hit the over because they were like so under, and all of a sudden I hit the over. I'm like, I should just.
Don't worry, they'll get there.
They'll get
there. Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
All right, so let's go through All-Star voting, right? So the starters were named. It's 2 guards, 3 front court. So for the East, it's DeMar DeRozan, Trae Young, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
For the West, it's Steph Curry, John Morant, LeBron James, Joker, and Andrew Wiggins.
That's okay. I was gonna say one name looks like it does not belong there, and which name is that? Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins. I mean, like that name doesn't. Don't get me wrong. I've been an Andrew Wiggins fan. I liked him in college and everything, but geez, I don't think he's an all-star. I think that might be a little bit of bias just because he plays on the Warriors. And they're having a lot of success. And don't get me wrong, Wiggins is not. He's playing well, but I don't think he's playing all-star level.
His votes, right? Players ranked him 5th. Fans ranked him 3rd, and the media ranked him 6th.
What?
Yes.
It feels like I've been watching Warriors games or something. Am I missing something?
But you want to hear what Draymond got?
Oh God.
Players ranked Draymond 3rd. Fans ranked him 6th, and media ranked him 4th.
What?
What are we doing?
Let's look at Paul George, though.
Paul George got snubbed.
Yeah, but let's look at his voting, though, because I have the voting results here.
Okay.
Paul George got player ranked 8th. 8th.
What?
Before he got injured, killing 8th. Over Wiggins got 5th. He got 8th.
That's insane.
Fans voted him 4th. Media voted Paul George 7th.
I mean, yeah, he choked in the playoff heat.
I don't care about that. I mean, still give the man. Yeah, I mean, the play. You can say whatever you want with the playoffs. I mean, I get it. We've all seen it, but
Klay
like,
Thompson.
that's crazy.
Klay Thompson players rank was 13. His fans rank was 4, and his media rank was 7.
I don't agree with the players rank, but
He's
that's,
good.
That's okay, I guess.
Damian Lillard.
Oh,
Player
here we
rank
go.
11th, fan rank 9th, and media rank 7th.
And they had Andrew. Andrew was where again? Tell me.
5th, right?
Where was Andrew Wiggins?
5,
are
3,
we
and
doing?
6. 5, 3, and 6.
What are we doing? What? This does
Well,
not make any
To
sense.
me, it looks like the West seems very weak. So
Oh,
I don't
man.
care.
There's no world where you have Damian Lillard ranked 11th and you have Andrew Wiggins at 5. How?
that's wild.
What? Look at
How?
this. Derrick Rose.
Oh, all right, I'm about to get up. I'm not doing
Players
this.
ranking
I'm going home.
14th, fans ranking 8th, and media ranked 9th.
8th, and that Derrick Rose. We talking about the same Derrick Rose?
Yeah, the one that like busted his shit.
Yeah. What
Hold on,
Derrick
bro.
Rose we talking about?
Hold on, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was player ranked 11th, fan ranked 10th, and then media ranked 9th.
Yeah.
Look. I think
I should have voted.
I think we should get rid of everyone all-star voting. No more all-stars. Since you guys can't act right, we're done with having all-stars.
Oh my God. KD
That's
was ranked
crazy.
1 by players, 1 by fans, and 1 by.
Cool. Let me guess. Alex Caruso was ranked 6th. I don't even want to hear anything.
No,
I don't want to hear nothing.
Alex Caruso isn't on the list, but Darius Garland was ranked 5th by players, 9th by fans, and 6th by media.
Who was ranked what?
5th by players.
Darius Garland?
Garland, 9th by
What?
fans, and ranked 6th by media.
Are you sure you're not getting like trolled on some website or
Nah,
something?
this is
Show me this because
on
I don't.
Twitter. This is on Twitter. This is the legit.
Oh my God,
like,
that's
voting
real.
System.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, it's
legit
real.
voting system.
It's real.
So
It's rigged.
Yeah, yeah.
We need
None
new-
of that makes any sense.
We need a new NBA
None
voting
of that.
system.
None of that. Don't let anyone vote. Don't let anyone
Let
vote.
me,
Oh my
let me
goodness.
see what else you got. Fred Van Vliet, 7th player rate, 7th fan rate, and 5th media rate.
Okay. Like, that's not horrible.
Kyrie Irving,
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
here we
Oh
go.
shit. Here we go. Where's
Eight-
Kyrie?
8th player rate, 8th player rate, 6th fan rate, and 9th media rate.
Oh, so Darius Garland's better. Yeah, that's my bad.
Oh,
Sorry.
man, that shit is funny.
I can't believe. I need to take a look at that
I've been
list.
doing good with cursing, but in this episode, I let loose.
No.
That's wild.
No, there's no Andrew. I can't get over Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
How do you get over that? 5.
They, they were sitting in the room like, yo, we need a new face. We need a new face.
And we go with Andrew Wiggins.
Clay not going this year. Draymond injured. The next person is Andrew. We got to give 2 Warriors the nod. So
Oh my God.
Wow.
Clay and Wiggins got it. I'm not
Wait,
mad.
okay, all right. What is Devin Booker on there?
He would be in the West, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
So
Devin
you're
Booker, 3rd in player rank, 5th in fan, and 4th in media.
okay. All right.
Chris Paul, 5th in player, 7th in fan, and 3rd in media.
7th in fan. That just shows how much people really know. Okay.
Right.
I got it.
Donovan Mitchell.
Got it.
it's like more likability, I feel like. for
Right.
fans.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell is 9, 8, and 5.
Hmm.
Player fan media. The DeJounte Murray is 6, 12, and 5. Anthony Edwards is 8, 11, and 7. Carmelo is 12, 7, and 9.
How about Westbrook?
Carmelo who?
Carmelo Anthony. I don't see no Russell Westbrook.
He shouldn't be on the
Yeah.
list.
I don't see no Russell Westbrook.
Why is Carmelo there?
It's just wild because I feel like Westbrook would be on the list and Melo wouldn't be on the list. But
Anthony
That's
Davis on
wild
the
to
list,
me.
though. You got LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Carmelo on the list, all from the Lakers.
Why is Carmelo there?
they want to give him another
DeAndre
shot.
Ayton. You
Why
got
is
three.
Carmelo there?
You got what? 3 people was. You got 3 people from the Phoenix too. DeAndre Ayton, Booker, and Chris Paul.
I'm okay with that. I would Carmelo?
I'm just mad at Paul George. Like this dude was
No,
balling.
the Paul George disrespect is
Damn, this
crazy.
dude was
disrespectful,
balling.
That's crazy.
KD's injured. He still gets voted in. Paul George gets injured, and everybody's just like, he
I
ain't
forgot
What was
about
his
him.
numbers? Give me his numbers again.
Paul George was 8 by players, 4 by
What?
fans, and 7 by media. Like, what are the players looking at? Like, Paul George was
The
balling.
players. So that was the players, and the media was 7 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The fans got it right. Like, come on, like,
Oh yeah, the fans got it right. Usually they don't.
like
But they did.
Luka was 4, 3, and 7. The media was the
Media don't like him. Got it.
Media was on one this year. The media was on one.
I love
It's just
Luka,
like,
though.
there's such a disconnect between all three.
Kyrie, Derrick Rose, and Jaylen Brown got a 9 from the media.
Wow.
LaMelo Ball got an 8 from the media.
That's surprising. I
LaMelo
thought
6, 5, and 8.
with how much love the media gives LaMelo Ball, I figured it would have been
What-
negative
I was about to
1.
say.
It would have been so high. We'd have to go in the negatives.
Anthony, Carmelo, and Ayton received a 9 from.
They
the
give him
media.
a 0 if they could.
I mean, so what do you guys thoughts on this All-Star voting, this All-Star week?
Whoever
Watching?
voted this year, never vote again.
Holy
Never
shit.
vote
Well, it's
again.
50% players, 25 media, 25 fans.
It needs to be 0, 0, 0. We should just get rid of the All-Star.
Vote or die. I didn't vote, so I feel like I missed out.
I don't never vote.
I've never voted in the All-Star stuff, but this just shows why I shouldn't. I guess.
Yeah.
Nah,
Maybe I'm watching the wrong basketball games. I don't know.
Right.
That's insane. That's
Right.
so insane to me.
At least John Morant got a start. I'm happy about
He
that.
should. No, he should. He
He
should.
deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
I'm really glad that he made
And
it.
if I would go as bold as saying if John Morant and his team finished 3rd or 4th in the West, give him MVP.
Yeah.
Give him
I can
MVP.
see it. It depends how far it goes. Yeah. Totally.
No, because MVP don't matter in the playoffs, so it don't matter how far it goes. Regular season, if John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies finish 3rd or 4th, I say give him MVP.
True.
I think
I'm
he
okay
would
with
have had
that.
enough of turnaround, and what he is doing this year for that Grizzlies team is amazing. Even though that Grizzly team, they went on a 10-1 run without him, but that's a detriment to him and what he brings to them and the confidence he gives them. So I wouldn't be mad at giving John Morant MVP at the end of the season if he can get his team to stay in 3rd place or 4th or 4th.
Look, I'm telling you that Grizzlies team is like that. I've been
my
saying
fire
this on this podcast for a hot minute now, and just know that you heard it here first from
You heard it
the
here
sidelines.
From the sidelines.
Yes.
Richie, what's your thoughts on All-Star Weekend?
Well, I'm going to stay my MVP real quick because you're talking about MVP. I
Uh-huh.
want to honestly, I feel like DeRozan has a shot because
Oh yeah, I agree.
he's definitely taking the
I don't think
Bulls
he gets it though.
to the next level. Clutch.
Mhm.
He's pretty clutch and
I
all
don't
that.
think he-
But
I'll tell you why I don't think he gets it.
what's up?
Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely like the changer, I guess, whatever you call it. But yeah,
Yeah, because they're both averaging around the same amount of points. They're both the top 2 on their team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't forget Zach LaVine is in, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if it's the same now. I'll check the ladder right now. But a couple of weeks ago, DeMar and Zach were in the MVP conversation.
Ooh.
One was above the other. So
That's
That's
kind of
wild.
that's
rough.
what I'm saying. That's going to stop both of them from getting it because they're
Yeah.
both there. And if you can consider 2 people from one team, they're
An
not gonna get it.
MVP, yeah.
They're not
yeah, I
gonna
can
get
see
it.
that. I can see that.
That's
That
why I'm
makes
saying
sense.
John Morant has a good chance of winning.
I think John Morant has a fantastic chance to do it. I really think if like how you said, if the Grizzlies finish out strong, I mean, because this is such a huge turnaround from how the Grizzlies were last year. I mean, like it's a complete 180, and gosh, I'm loving every minute of it. I love it. I mean, I'm not a Grizzlies fan by any means, but man, I love watching this team play, and I think John Morant should definitely get MVP if they finish. I'll say third or higher. Which I think that's a very high possibility
It's
that
hard,
they
though.
do that.
It's hard because what are the Nuggets in 6th place? In 6th
Yeah.
place in the West, and
Yeah.
Jokic is the MVP favorite right now. He's number 1 in the ladder. Then you got Giannis. Then you got Embiid. Then you got KD, and then Chris Paul, which I don't agree with.
I don't think Chris Paul should be an MVP.
But after that, it's Steph, DeMar, Ja, Rudy, LeBron, Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, Darius Garland, James Harden. So Zach LaVine is no longer.
That's just weird to see
Wow.
Darius
Zach
Garland.
LaVine
man.
is no longer on the ladder.
Mm.
But yeah, your top 5 will be. And then I don't get this because Jokic is averaging 25. And I know this is just points, but Jokic is averaging 26. Giannis is averaging almost 29, and Embiid's averaging
Well,
28.
Jokic is doing the whole team because there's so many injuries. There's no
Yeah,
Mhm.
but so the
Murray,
problem
Jokic
with
also
that
has
is-
the other stats,
But
though.
the problem is too, is like, so I can tell you Jokic stats. Jokic is 25, 13, and 7.
Yeah,
Giannis is 28, 11, and 6.
those are
So
pretty. Yeah,
when you're
those
talking
are-
about numbers, Giannis is right there. Joel 28,
Yeah.
10, and 4. Okay, assist is not there. Kevin
Yeah.
Durant 29, 7, and 5, 5.8. So that's what I'm saying. I will put KD and Giannis above Jokic right now. I'm sorry. He's in 6th place. The Nets are in 4th place. I gotta go check the standings now.
I don't even know where the Nets are, to be honest with you, because I think are the Cavaliers in 4th now?
I know the Heat.
I think the Cavs are 4th now. I think they moved up. Maybe
No,
Darius Garland
Cavs are
should be
third.
MVP. Oh, they're
Cavs are
third.
3rd. So it's
Wow,
Miami,
man.
Chicago, Cleveland, then the Nets, then 76ers, Bucks, Chicago, and Boston. Those are your top 8.
If you would have told me at the beginning of the season that Cleveland would be above Brooklyn, I would have called you insane.
But that don't matter.
I would have called you insane.
That don't matter. That does not matter.
I don't think it matters that much.
doesn't
But
matter.
just saying, just
It
like,
doesn't
come
matter.
on, who would have thought that? Let's be honest.
But
They went on a
Nobody.
hot streak like
But
not
let's
too
look
long
at
ago.
let's look at the top 5 MVP votes, right? So
Mm.
we got Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, KD, and then Chris Paul.
I don't agree with Paul being
I don't
there.
agree with
I don't agree with Paul
being
either.
there. I would put Derrick Rose 5th. I would have DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, I was about to lose my mind.
He came to my mind. It was like
I was about to lose my shit.
But
said,
all right,
who?
So the Nets are 4th in the conference right now.
Mm-hmm.
The 76ers are 5th in the conference right now.
Oh, okay, they're 5th.
The
Gotcha.
Bucks are 6th in the conference right now. That's 3 of your top 3 MVPs right there, right?
So weird.
Chris Paul is 1st in the league. We know that. But that doesn't automatically give him the push to get it, right? And then
Mhm.
who was the other name?
Shit.
KD, Giannis, Joel,
Jokic.
Jokic. All right, yeah, the Nuggets. So that's what I'm looking for, the Nuggets.
They're in what, 6th?
6th place right now.
Yeah, I think they're in 6th.
You got Phoenix, Golden State, Memphis, Jazz, and Mavs that's ahead of them right now.
Do you think they might just try to boost Chris Paul because his team's in 1st?
That's the narrative that they're pushing, but Chris Paul ain't winning it. Like, there's no way Chris Paul wins the MVP.
I don't think he wins it either.
He's only
No. To be
averaging,
honest.
let's go to Chris Paul numbers because we didn't say his. Chris Paul is 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists, so 14 and 10.
I don't think those are MVP numbers, if you ask
So
me.
last week, DeRozan was number 5, but now they moved him to 7.
Mm.
And Curry's been constantly at 6.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent around there. I think
LeBron
Ja's gonna
James
keep
is
moving up.
10. LeBron James is 10. I don't think he deserves. I know he's having an outstanding, but I don't think he deserves to be MVP. But I would say MVP deserving right now is Jokic, Giannis, Embiid have to be one of them.
The big
KD has
guys,
to be one of
basically.
them.
Yeah,
And then
literally.
the only forward, the real forward I would put is probably DeRozan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I don't see nobody else.
Where's Andrew Wiggins, huh? If he's number 5, where's he at, huh?
That's
He's
a
5 in
great
the
point.
players. Where's Wiggins?
Wiggins not even nowhere to be found.
Oh,
Not even
well,
in the
good.
next 10. Not even in the next 10 is he?
Good. He shouldn't even be top 30. I don't
That's so
understand.
wild.
I
He started.
I
Luka's
don't
13,
understand
Jimmy Butler's
that.
12.
Oh, he's 5th best in the Western Conference. Yeah, okay. Where's he at in the MVP votings? Thank you. Thank you
Yeah, I
for
mean, but
coming
he's
to my
not,
TED
he's
Talk.
he's not the best on his team to be, considered in the MVP role.
But he should be considered an all-star.
I mean, you could be considered. There have been all-stars, Sabonis there's been plenty of all-stars where that has not been considered an MVP. Come on.
I mean, I bet you was higher.
It's almost
than
synonymous to
Wiggins.
MVP and like All Star. They're like almost the same thing. Like
I don't-
if you
Just Wiggins. I can't get over the Wiggins ranking. I'm sorry. That's been living in my head rent free for the past 30 minutes. I can't get over that.
Gotta get over this Wiggins take. Like,
That's so crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy that Wiggins got in.
But how
he's
high
in.
he got in?
He's a
How
starter.
high?
He's a starter.
That's insane, man. I don't even.
Wiggins
I don't
isn't a
understand.
starter though. If Dame isn't hurt, if Paul George isn't
Maybe it's
hurt,
due to injury. to other
He's
people.
not a starter if these guys are hurt. But if I was LeBron, I would sit out this game. I would be like, yo, I'll coach, but I'm not playing.
The
wouldn't
GM.
He's too old.
The GM.
He's too old to be out
He
there.
don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, running for fun. Like, I'm not running for fun.
He's past that age.
Yeah, I'm running for something that matters right now. So fire takes. Let's get into fire takes. I kind of said mine, John Morant, MVP. Richard, what's your fire take? Hottest take in the NBA that you think? Something that you think nobody else is saying, but it's coming from you. We hearing it from you first.
Oh man, I didn't get this far in my notes. Man,
that's how we know it's gonna be hot.
No, I know. Yeah. Damn. Let's see. You just give me for a second because I gotta think of it real quick.
All right, go ahead, Roy.
I'll go ahead with mine, man. I really think the Pacers might make a push to the playoffs. I think they might make a playoff push. Yeah, I think because. But let me tell you.
Time out.
Let me tell you.
Time out.
All right, go ahead. What is it? Tell me I'm wrong. But I think
teams above the Pacers. You just give me the team that they're gonna finish above.
The Wizards,
Atlanta, the Hawks, the Knicks. Those are the first three. That's the first two they got to get past. For Atlanta, the Hawks, they got to get past them first. And Atlanta's kicking up. They're on a 5-game winning streak, right?
Yeah.
Right. Then the Wizards. You got Toronto that's still in the mix. You got Boston that's still at the end, and the Chicago Hornets at the end. Who's coming?
They make the play-in. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Play-in, not playoffs.
Okay.
They make the play-in. I have a feeling, but still, even that's still a long shot. I'm telling you who's going to fall. The Wizards are going to fall. The Wizards are they're one of the least deserving teams in the NBA.
I can't let you get this off. They lost 32 games already, bro. They 17 and 32.
The Wizards don't
17
deserve.
and 32 and half the seasons already. That means they would have to win 90% of the games that's left.
90?
90%. 90%.
I just have a weird feeling that
you're gonna have hot streak at the end.
They're 5 games back from Atlanta, 6 games back from the Knicks, 6 games back from Washington, 6 games back from the Raptors.
I'm aware.
And then 9 games back from Boston.
But you know what? They just need to get to 10. That's all they need.
They need to get to 10 what? 27 wins? That they get 10 more wins or 27. I don't know what you're talking about.
They'll make the play-in.
Up to 10 is the play-in, right?
Yes.
The Knicks and Atlanta is making the play-in. Even if Washington falls, the Knicks and Atlanta is making it. So who's coming out?
Are you so sure about the Knicks?
Knicks are making it, yeah. They'll make the play-in.
Are you so
they'll
sure?
They'll have a bad record and they'll make the play-in, yeah.
Are
I
you sure?
They'll make the play-in. Atlanta's definitely making the play-in. At least the play-in. Atlanta's definitely making it.
If Atlanta stays hot, yes. I agree.
If the Wizards fall, like you say, that's only going to replace them with the Knicks and Atlanta.
I just think the Knicks are going to fall out. I think the Knicks are going to have a fall
I don't
out.
think the Knicks will make it this year.
I'm kind of in that boat, but I kind of think they figure out some way to make the play-in. Not the playoffs, the play-in.
So
and I think they lose in the play-in.
So here's my logic behind that. I think the Knicks fall. I think the Wizards fall. But I don't know. I don't know where the Hawks fit in. I don't know where the Hawks fit in because it's tough. They're such a tough team to gauge. They are on a hot streak now. But I remember at the beginning of the year we were saying they need to trade everyone. We said everyone needs to go.
I wasn't saying that.
You weren't saying that?
No, I said they need to step up and play ball.
Okay.
If I said they need to trade everybody, that's on me. No, they have a. I think their team overachieved last year. I think that's what happened to Atlanta.
No,
they
I
overachieved,
agree.
And then now that was in the head, like, yeah, we're that good of a team, and they're not. And I think it's showing this year that they're not that good of a team. I think they're good enough of a team to make the playoffs. They're like get into the play-in, win their playoff game, win their play-in game, and make the playoffs. But they get bounced first round because you're probably going to get an 8-7 seed, and that's Miami, Chicago, and the Nets. Whoever comes against Cleveland in the first round, I think they're going to bounce Cleveland in the first round. Cleveland's going to be a high seed that gets bounced in the first round.
It's wild. They're number 3. Like
that is
they're
crazy.
Getting bounced in that, but you got to think they're number 3 because KD is hurt. Kyrie's part-time. The Nets have some injuries. The Bulls are dealing with injuries. The Heat just came off of injuries. So 76ers still have question marks about them. Bucks are dealing with suspensions and injuries. So of course you could skate up there. They're 30-19. I mean, they're not that far ahead. The Nets are 29-19, and so is Philly. And then the Bucks are 6 at 30-20. So if Cavaliers lose a game, they're going to fall back down to 6. If the Nets win the next game, Philly wins the next game, and the Bucks win the next game, and Cleveland drop them. So just because they're in third now, we could blink our eyes twice, and they might be in 7. Who knows?
Yeah, the Bulls were just in first, now in second. Like it's literally like going up and down.
But the Bulls are dealing with injuries too, so you got to give them a pass, and they're dealing with a lot of COVID protocols and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't.
So that's what I'm saying. This year, I get what you're saying, but the Pacers, I think, are too far in the hole.
I argue with you that they're not. I argue with you that they're not too far in the hole because I mean, don't get me wrong.
They're on a 3-game losing streak.
They're 3-7 in their past 10 games. I get it. I know. This is why it's a hot take. This is why it's a hot take.
This is a take that got taken out to the barnyard with Old Yellow and got two shells.
Got put down. Got put down. But you know what?
It got put down.
You won't be saying that when you see them playing Boston in the play-in. You won't be saying that.
No,
you won't be saying that.
Boston's going to play Toronto, the Wizards, or Atlanta in the play. That's what it is.
Or
that's
the
what it is. 7 through 10 goes to play-in. So right now, if it ends today, that's Hornets, Celtics, Raptors, and Wizards. All right.
We got a whole other half to the season, baby.
Listen, the Pacers need a whole nother year.
No, they don't.
They need a whole nother year.
No,
they need a restart button.
They do. But look,
let's restart at 17-32. Let's restart.
Sabonis is about to carry this team like it's no.
They're about to trade either Sabonis or Turner away.
Now, if they trade, if they trade Sabonis, then I throw my take out the window.
No, even Turner. Even if they trade Turner.
Miles Turner.
Even if they don't utilize him like they used to, but Miles Turner is a good player.
He is a good player.
Come on over to Boston. Come on over to Boston.
We've been saying that for years.
Yes,
we've been saying that for years.
We should have pulled that trigger, but people want Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. We're not giving those to us.
If we keep slipping, if the Pacers keep slipping and then they trade people away, then I throw my take away.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to walk that one back because they definitely making some moves at the trade deadline, and I don't think
they will.
Well,
I will address that when it happens. But until then, I still say don't count the Pacers out of playing contention.
All right, to counter Roy, don't count the Kings out. They're gonna make a play.
That's what I was about to say. The Thunder.
Yeah, the Magic are gonna make the playoffs. The Magic. They're 9-40. I don't care.
The Kings on a 5-game losing streak. Who cares? 2-8 in their last 10. Who cares?
But it's not that far away. It's not that far away.
We're looking from like 14-10 jump. You know what I mean? And the Western Conference, they've all been losing.
Yeah. It is close.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not even far away. That's not even a crazy take. That's not even a crazy take.
From 10th to 8th place is only 4 games.
That's not bad at all.
Well, no, it's not.
But you just got to make the play-in. But you just have to make the play-in.
It's not because Trailblazers are 8 games behind. Like they have 28 losses. So that would be.
You just have to make the play-in. That's it.
Yeah, the Blazers are in the play-in right now, but Pelicans can make the play-in. I can say that.
Yeah, I could say the Thunder. The Thunder are sneaky good, honestly, because they almost beat the Bulls.
33 and 13th place. They didn't make no damn playoffs. All right,
they're in 14th place.
Yeah, but they keep it close with teams. They keep it close.
They're 1-9 in their last 10 games.
They're talented.
But betting the spread, they're really good at covering.
But they're young. They're good young. They're covering the spreads. Yeah.
They're
great at that.
Just like the Cleveland Cavaliers, they don't know how to win. They're winning the regular season ain't gonna matter when they get to playoffs. You're gonna slow down.
I think they're gonna go all the way down to at least the play-in. They're not gonna stay up at the top.
Yeah, I don't think Cleveland stays there. I think teams in that second half, because I think Boston in the second half is gonna kick up. I think the Knicks, Atlanta in that second half is going to kick up.
Atlanta has to.
I think the Raptors in the second half is going to play better ball. I think the Wizards they're gonna play some good ball.
Well, I think the Wizards are going to plummet.
No, I think they're good. They just got Bradley Beal back, so
I don't care. They're going to plummet.
I think they're good.
That team ain't built for nothing.
I mean, Kuzma could turn into something over there. We don't know. We don't know. So back on you, Richie. You figured out your fire take?
Yeah, I guess so. I was going to say. It was the Thunder, basically, just to make the play-in because I feel like they're a sneaky team. They almost beat the Bulls that one time a couple days ago. I know they're not doing too hot, but if they just kind of win more games, they could do it. They're pretty close. I don't know what they're missing, but like they've got a lot of young players. It's only up to like 10, like you were saying. So like they're at 14, and everyone's been losing lately, like in the West. So I don't know. I could see the Thunder making like the play-in round.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they're only 6 games out.
Thunder, and they lost 6 straight.
Okay.
So
And that
how did
means
they
that's
get
an
6
easy
games out?
that's an easy
How did they get 6 games out?
That's an easy
How did
recovery.
they get 6 games out?
Well,
That's an
that could
easy
be the
recovery.
bottom.
Yeah, how
and
did they
just
get
go up
6
from
games
there.
out?
What you mean?
How did they get the 6 games out, bro?
When?
Right now, they lost 6 straight. That's how they got out.
They can, but they're not done. They're
They're
not
not
done.
done. It's still a whole year, or half a year.
If you have a whole half of a year, a lot
The
can
only
change.
team I will say is done is the Magic in Detroit.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
In
fair enough.
Houston.
Yeah,
The Magic
100%.
haven't even won
Houston.
10 games yet.
Houston, I would say is done. And the Thunder still have a chance, but they're kind of on that done thing too. I'd say Sacramento Kings have more of a chance than the Thunder.
I agree with that. I do agree with you there. I think Sacramento has a better chance.
Yeah.
But we also have to remember there is a whole nother half of basketball.
Yeah, but what you're asking is right. How many games is left in basketball? 40.
I think it's less because there's more front loaded than back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like 38 in the front and how many in the back?
I don't even know.
However,
There's 82 games in total. I know
Yeah.
that, but
So
I don't
however
know.
many is left over right after All-Star game, because I need you guys to think about this. What you're asking of these teams like the Thunder and the Pacers, they have to literally go on one of the biggest winning streaks of their team history to make the playoffs, to even make the play-in. Like that's
I don't think it's that extreme.
No, it is, because what you got to think is right. You got to look at the teams that's there, the way those teams were playing, and if they're going to play better after that half. I believe so. I believe the Heat get better. I believe the Bulls start playing better. Cavs probably drop a little bit, but I think they play better. Nets play better. 76ers play better. Bucks play better. Hornets play better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boston, I think, plays better, and I think Toronto plays better. That's the top 9 teams, right? Top 9
That's
teams
what I'm
play
saying.
better.
So number
So
10 sneaking in.
Even if the Wizards drop, you got to ask yourself, okay, the Knicks don't play better. So now the Knicks and the Wizards drop. Atlanta is playing better already. So for you to put the Pacers over the Atlanta is a little bizarre to me, because they're already starting to catch fire and start kicking up now. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Heat in this 5-game run. So they're beating the top teams. The Hawks are coming and they're showing. So I will understand if you guys was like the Hawks. You know, the Pelicans are right out of the top 10, these guys. But to say the guys that's 14, 15 place, I don't see. They would literally have to go on 20-game run, lose a game, and then go on a 15-game.
They would not have to. It does not have to be that crazy. It does not have to be that crazy.
The thing is, the Eastern Conference is more competitive than the Western Conference. I feel like that's what I feel like.
The Western Conference is more close down at the bottom.
Yeah, I can see something happening more in the Western Conference than the Eastern.
That's why I said.
That's why I picked the Thunder.
Right. That's why I said I'm not mad at the Thunder pick, but when it comes to the Pacers got to outplay a lot more better teams than them to make that play in, and I just don't think the Pacers can do it. The Thunder have a chance. They're going to. We know that. We know that, Roy.
We don't know that 100%.
No, we know. We know they're going to.
We said the same thing last year with Miles Turner. We thought Miles Turner was gone. For the past 3 years, we thought Miles Turner was gone.
Yeah, that's true, but that's rumors.
Every single year.
They have came out and said they're looking to trade either Sabonis or
They might be
Miles
looking,
Turner.
but doesn't mean they're going to do it.
Yeah, that's true, but then you risk losing one of them at the end of the year for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I'm also looking for a girlfriend, but it doesn't mean I'm going to find one.
Yeah, she's right there, bro. You don't see her by your patio?
Oh, yo, chill. No.
Imagine if you really had a stalker. Like,
I would have lost my shit.
Like, yo, I got to sign off. I got to move to my room. I got to go.
All right, y'all be easy.
Yeah, but now I understand what you guys are saying, but I think those teams at the bottom are going to be the teams at the bottom.
And you might be right. I mean, more than likely, you're going to be right. But I'm just saying, I don't think we can officially count them out. I don't think we can count them out.
The only ones is the Magic, like you said.
The Magic are done. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, 100%.
The Magic played 49 games and won 9 of them.
They haven't even won 10 games yet. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like they're done.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Every other team has more. The Pistons too. They're done. They only have 11 wins. I don't want to hear nothing. Too. They're done too. But for Houston, if you're saying the Thunder can make it, then the Rockets can make it.
I would say Sacramento. I couldn't.
But that's what I'm saying. I would say Sacramento and the Spurs and the Pelicans are the 3 at the bottom that have the best chance of getting into that play-in. And I would say I would give you that same thing with the East. Knicks, Hawks, and Pacers have the best chance to make the play-in. But I don't see the Pacers making it because I only think one team is going to fall out, and that's the Wizards. And I think one team replaced them out of the Knicks, Hawks, and Pacers. And I don't
More
think it's
than
the Pacers. I think
likely
it's the
it
Hawks.
will. More than likely it will. But I'm telling you, do not just don't count these Pacers out yet.
Yeah, I
Unless
wrote the
if
check
they trade
already.
someone, by all means, get them out.
I wrote
Get
the
him
check
out.
already.
All
I
right,
wrote it. I wrote it. I'm on my way to cash it. Pacers.
all right,
Pacers are
well,
gone.
you better stop and think before you walk into the bank. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, give me all singles. Give me all singles. All
Yeah,
right?
you don't get pennies.
hey, don't be that guy that paid his employee in pennies. All right? Threw fucking like 100,000 pennies on his line.
Count them out for me.
But no, I think it's going to be interesting. I think like Richie said, it's close enough for these teams to start fighting and getting in it. But one thing you guys got to realize too is what I've tried to make you realize. I didn't want to say it is, in order for the Pacers and the Thunders to get into the playoffs, somebody has to start losing, and I don't see that happening. That's the only thing that I'm saying. I don't see those teams above start losing that badly.
That's
where
fair. That's
they
fair.
start falling. The Wizards, maybe. The Wizards, I can give you that.
I think they're gone.
They started high seed, now they at the bottom. We get it.
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers started at the top, fell to 7, but stuck around. You understand? Like, Wizards are in the playoffs. Cleveland's in the play-on. No, the Wizards are in the play-in. Cavaliers are in the playoffs. Play-in, playoffs. Two different teams. I think Cavaliers are just, they're hyped. They got a young team. They work well together. And teams aren't ready for that. They aren't ready for the Cavaliers. They go in thinking that the Cavs are just the Cavs, still that debacle that LeBron left it. And these guys out there could ball. And I even hear rumors of LeBron might be getting traded back to Cleveland. You know,
I heard about that
because some guys out there balling like that. And the Lakers are in, you know, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 30-19. The Lakers are 24-25. So I mean, the Lakers did say though they're not opposed to trading LeBron.
But LeBron built that team, and then he's just gonna leave.
Yeah,
that's how he is.
But
That's how he is.
How does that make you look though?
Like he always looks.
Yeah, but I understand why people like him so
don't
much.
like
But
Listen,
like,
so let's have this discussion.
I don't like that.
Let's close on this discussion, right? And I think I'm gonna have this when I have my night show ruling. When we have the night show, when we work it out, I think I'm gonna have this discussion. So people like sitting here saying, like, I heard the Wade said that the first big 3 was in Boston, right? Can any one of you tell me why Boston got Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen? What was the reason why we put that team together?
I forgot. It's been a minute, dude.
It was to beat the Lakers.
Yeah, to beat Powell.
Yeah.
Powell
That's
and
why
Kobe.
we put the team together. It was to beat the Lakers, and we succeeded 1 year.
1 year.
That
should have been more.
Wasn't a super team. It should have been more.
Yeah.
It wasn't a super team, right? We had a big 3, maybe big 4. You could say that. But let's look at the. I count Rondo.
You get the Rondo in there. I guess.
do count Rondo as a big 4 because he did help out a lot in those playoff games.
Yeah.
So let's look at the KD situation to the LeBron situation. So LeBron's a free agent, right? He decides I'm gonna make the decision. I'm going to Miami. When he goes to Miami, right? Let me double check this. I want to know what was the year that LeBron 2012, right?
All I'm saying is what rubbed me wrong with that
Hold
was
on.
It's a
Let me
theatrics,
finish.
honestly, dude.
that
Let me
was
finish.
so dumb.
Let me finish. What year
So
did
dumb.
LeBron go to the Heat?
Not 5, not
That's
6.
Yeah,
not 7.
we get into that. We get into that.
God,
What year
I hate that.
What year was it? That
I think it was
LeBron
2012. I think.
James Daddy, Chris Bosh.
maybe.
No, it's 2011.
11. Okay.
No, Chris Bosh, LeBron James, 2010.
Let's see.
All I'm saying is, man, that
2010,
theatrics.
2014.
2010, 2009, 2010 was the year before LeBron got there. So what is the record on that year?
Oh, 82. No, sorry, no.
47 and
58,
35.
24.
What that on 2009, 2010?
2010, 2011.
2010, 2011, LeBron was there already.
Before that,
It was 2009, 2010, like LeBron didn't go. So they were 47 and 35. So even though, you know, they had subpar records, Shaq wasn't there no more. Jermaine O'Neal was on his way out. Quentin Richardson was getting older. What LeBron did here was he took a good team, right? I know their record doesn't speak for it, but they finished 3rd in their division that year. So I mean, they had some struggles. 2009, 2010 standings. I want to see what
I just hated the theatrics.
yeah, same.
That really turned me off. Like I kind of liked LeBron in Cleveland, but I mean, not so much because I'm a Celtics fan, but like gosh, man, that theatrics, dude, it just made me not like him. I don't
It's
know
the
why.
fact
It made it hard.
for me. It's the fact that like I don't know, like the way Giannis is like, oh, I don't want to like move teams because this is the way it's supposed to be. Makes me respect Giannis more than like LeBron because he had to
Exactly.
move. Whatever. Like, if LeBron stayed in Cleveland and tried to make it work in Cleveland, that'd been fine. But he just kept moving and stuff. So,
I just don't like that. I'm
like,
not a
like,
fan.
there's like no loyalty. I feel like
There's no loyalty there.
So the Heat was that year a top 13 team before LeBron went to them. But if LeBron went to that team as they were, right, I think people would have less of a problem with it. But to go get somebody that's considered a star and Chris Bosh to come over with you. And then what you guys said, the theatrics of 7 rings, we're going to win them all. And I was watching my favorite podcast, Players Choice. Shout out Players Choice and all those guys over there. Dub said something on Players Choice that is 100% correct. If LeBron and that Heat team didn't lose to Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavs in that finals, there would be asterisks next to every single ring LeBron won with the Heat. You want to know why? Because people would have looked at that team as unbeatable. Same way they look at the Warriors. Why is there asterisk next to KD's name when he was a free agent? He went to the best team. It was the best fit for him. People ignore that part. It was the best fit. No other team. He was supposed to come to Boston. He didn't even take the meeting with us. That was the best fit. And I would have loved him in Boston with you know, Brown and you feel me? But he went to the best fit. So my question to finish out the show to you guys would be, what is the biggest difference between LeBron's decision and KD going to the Warriors? Is it just that the Warriors was a 79 win team? Or is it not similar? Because LeBron he went to a team that was already established, right? Dwayne was already the face of the team. So you already had, and Dwayne was kind of considered a superstar star in that time, right? So you go there with another star and then you bring another star on with you. How is that different from KD going to a team with a superstar and a star already on it, instead of just bringing people with?
I think that the KD one was more of a, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm still not mad at him for it.
I'm not mad at him for that. I would, because I know I would have done the same.
I would have done the same thing.
Hell
I would have won chips.
I want to win. And you know,
do you think there should be an asterisk next to those championships?
No, I don't think so.
What about Kawhi Leonard's Toronto championship?
Oh, because KD was hurt. No.
The asterisk I do though is LeBron's 2020 championship because the COVID year.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody
likes putting the asterisks on a bubble, even though most of the players came out and said, "Oh, it was like an open gym run. It was fun. Like it was like an open gym run. It didn't
overhit so many times."
Yeah, it did.
So that's what I'm saying. I would like to know, you know, we got to talk about this deep. We got to go into this one episode really deep, but I want to get you guys' initial thoughts on it. Like, yeah, we definitely got to talk about the decision.
Oh,
and,
oh my God.
Jesus, give me a break.
That it was wow. Like from LeBron, from the get, the reason why I hated LeBron because he was so fucking arrogant. He was arrogant.
I hate it.
And then I grew to respect him just like Kobe. Kobe was arrogant to me too, and I hated Kobe because I was a Boston fan. I hated Kobe, but now I love Kobe and I respect Kobe. And I got to do all of that before he passed away. Some of these guys out there
Kobe
had
never
to do it when they passed away.
Kobe never left. He stayed a Laker.
Kobe stayed a Laker.
Yeah. But no, it's not even that. It's not even that. Like Kobe had a lot of arrogance to him, but that was because he could do it. He's that type of player that he could give it to you any night, any day, any night. Kobe would give it to you, and he was arrogant and confident in himself. So that's what came off to me with Kobe. Like, yo, this dude too confident. Like, you got to go out there. And then he was a force to be reckoned with. When he had Shaq, when he had Powell, you know, he had some pretty good teams. So you got to give him credit. So I had to learn to give Kobe that credit, just like MJ. I had to learn how to give MJ his credit. I'm a Larry Bird fan. Yeah. You understand? Larry Bird, one of the, when people talk about GOAT, I think Larry needs to be in that. I don't give a damn.
People forget about Larry Bird these days.
Last person to win 3 MVPs back to back. He was the greatest player in that era, above Magic and above the rest. It was Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a killer back then. And if, like I said before, Larry didn't break his finger, it'd be a different damn story. He has 6 rings right now, right with Michael.
I just.
But you got to grow to love these guys. And
I don't think I'll ever go to love LeBron, but
I don't think I'll ever love LeBron.
No, you want to know? You want to know the difference is? Not love LeBron. I'm talking about respect. When I say love, I mean you got to grow to respect.
I know he's a
this
good
guy.
player. That's
Oh
about it.
yeah,
but-
not taking anything away from
yeah,
his
from
game.
on the court,
His
he's a
fans.
beast.
Nothing away.
His fans.
Yeah.
His fans. That's the problem with LeBron.
They're the worst.
It's his fans.
His fans are they're like Cowboys fans on
They
steroids.
will find any little stat that he leads Michael Jordan and throw it in Michael Jordan.
Maybe that's it.
And it's nitpicking.
But-
And it's so
Yeah.
nitpicking.
But the stat that matters the most is the championships, and when you match them up to each other, one of them can hold up 6 fingers, the other one can hold up 4 with 6 more because he missed them. Like, listen, all right.
Yeah.
Like, and people always talk about, his first 9 years, his first 6 years, Jordan's first 6 years, he had to play with a couple of the best teams.
the
in
best
NFL.
teams of the era.
And in the NBA, I said NFL, but in the NBA, he had to play the Bad Boys Pistons. He had to play my Celtics, the dynasty in the
dynasty.
Celtics.
Yeah.
With the best
Dynasty,
player in the
yeah.
league, 3 MVPs back to back. How do you do that as a youngster? I don't expect him to beat that.
And
Then
he
had
was
to,
the only person on
right,
that
and
Chicago
then he
team.
had to play the dynasty in the Lakers. He had to play the Jazz. He didn't get to the Jazz because they're in the thing. But when he finally gets there and he starts cooking these teams, because they're old. Somebody said yesterday, he had to wait till
Mailman.
Bird. He had to wait till Bird and Magic retired for him to take over the league. So did LeBron.
I would say that's literally
Yeah.
the same case.
So did LeBron. LeBron had to wait till the guys before him left for him to take over the league. He didn't come in and take over the league when those guys was there. Kobe was still a guy when LeBron was in the league. Don't get it mixed.
Yeah.
Kobe was still a front runner before LeBron. It didn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? He had to earn that.
Yeah.
He had to earn it. And let's not forget, LeBron got beat by the Magic. All right, in the White House.
Mhm.
All right?
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Also got swept
Yeah.
times there. Huh.
Yeah, everybody like bringing up Michael Jordan's career and what Michael's done and what Michael does this and Michael this and Michael that. But Michael learned he went through his trials and tribulations to learn how to win. He got one other person on his team, with the role players, because everybody else was role players. And I know some of them, the Hall of Famers and blah, blah, blah. That's the career and the totality, not while they're playing. Not while they're playing. They're not Hall of Famers while they're playing. I hate that. Bird played with 7 Hall of Famers. At the time, they were not Hall of Famers. They were not. So take that Hall of Fame argument away. All right?
That's not an argument.
Take it away. Like, they were not Hall of Famers when they were playing. They're Hall of Famers after the game.
It's a legacy.
He played,
Yeah.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Michael learned how to win. LeBron learned how to win too, but his Michael fans aren't like LeBron fans. And I think that's why you could talk more about Jordan than LeBron, because I literally had to cut one of my friends off because he started getting personal with me and calling me names and stuff because I didn't like his take on LeBron. And I was giving him facts to say why LeBron isn't a GOAT. And they don't like being like, they take it as they're being attacked when you're not LeBron.
Yeah.
You're not Braun. That's Braun. He over there making millions of dollars in Space Jam and shit.
That movie sucked, by the way.
I
That was
didn't watch it.
terrible.
I didn't
Oh
watch it.
my God.
That's another
I
thing
didn't watch
that
it.
Jordan beats him
I'd
in.
rather watch The Decision 18 times in a row than watch Space Jam 2.
I literally
My
turned
It
it
was
off.
horrible.
I didn't watch it. My best friend goes, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." I said, "That shit trash," and I didn't even watch it.
It was not good.
I
It was
didn't
horrible.
even
I
watch
watched
it.
like the first maybe 10 minutes. I'm like, this plot sucks.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh. It was not good. You did not miss anything by now.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on
It
watching
bombed.
it. When I heard that LeBron was copying Jordan, why couldn't he make his own basketball movie?
Do his own thing. Do your own thing.
Why?
Yeah.
See, and this is my point that why I don't like. I have respect for LeBron, but I don't like him is because you're trying so hard to follow
And
in
it's
Michael's
so
footsteps.
obvious. It's
so hard to
obvious.
follow in Michael's footsteps that you will never be him. You will
That's
never
what
be
I'm
Michael.
saying.
You can't be Michael on the court or off the court in business or anything. Michael is the man when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
He just got $10 million off the Last Dance and didn't pay nobody that was in it.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
can't do that, LeBron. You can't do that. Jordan 10. That's the
Yeah.
difference. He's an S tier. All right, you're an A tier. Let's just understand that. All right. You are one of the best to play the game, but you're not on Jordan's level. And you're not, to me, he's not even on Bird's level. I don't care if you put up all these stats and all these points. We live in an era now of basketball where it's so easy to score. It is so easy to score.
Oh,
How many players go 40 pieces a night? 30 pieces a night. Players wasn't doing that back in the 80s.
No, they shoot threes though. That's why.
They were taking 5 threes back in the day in the 80s, 90s.
Maybe.
They're taking 34 now.
Yeah,
maybe
wild.
Maybe 5 threes.
Yeah.
Then I hate one more argument before we close it up with final thoughts. Another argument I hate. We on one today. Is if you drop LeBron back in the 90s, the 80s and 90s, he's shitting on everybody. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
You want to know
Not
why?
at all.
You want to know why? You want to know
He'd
why?
be crying.
You want to know why? Because he has to grow up in their time. That means he doesn't have the body, the physique, or the medicine to keep up what he does in today. LeBron isn't the same player in the 80s and the 90s that he is today. He has technology on his side today. Technology isn't on his side back then. How is he the same player? It's the same thing I said to one of my one of the guests that was on earlier when we started this, when he was talking about Wilt. Like, you guys are sleeping on Wilt. Wilt was that guy back in the day. You think, he said, drop me back then with Wilt and I'll cook Wilt. I said, you're stupid. Wilt smacking you and shit. You don't understand who Wilt is. You really don't understand who he is. Like, you guys got to stop this, drop this player in this time and drop this player in this time. Oh, if you bring this guy from the 60s, 70s, 80s to this time, he wouldn't know what to do. No, yes, he would. Do you know what type of shooter Steve Kerr would be in this time? Like, you guys got to get serious with yourself. If Steve Kerr was able to go to the AAU and get all this stuff that these players have today, do you know what type of shooter?
Oh my God.
Reggie Miller, T-Mac.
Oh my God.
In this era, right now, not the 210s, this era, right now, the 220s. Do you know what kind of points these guys be putting up?
Crazy.
My God.
Crazy numbers.
Like, you guys are crazy to sit here and think you could just drop LeBron in a different era and he's going to be the same LeBron. No, he's probably going to be skinnier. He ain't going to have that muscle on him.
First of all, yeah. But LeBron is 6'9", 250, and I got to say he is one of the biggest babies on the court I've ever seen. That's the part that makes me upset. You're 6'9", 2.
Yeah, like, why would you cry when you're such a big person?
Why? Why are you whining all the time? I just hate it. I hate people who whine, and he does it more than anyone I know. That's my big thing. And the flopping, the whole fiasco with all that stuff. And you're telling me someone who does all that shit is going to be okay against the bad boy Pistons? Please go somewhere else with that argument.
Killed.
He would get destroyed.
And this is what I say. Even if you give LeBron his body and send him back one series with the bad boy Pistons, they're going to. I tried to stop cursing on the show. Today is a curse day. They're going to fuck him up. That's what they're going to do. They're going to fuck him up.
He said, "I'm taking my talents to Motown.
Look how
going to Detroit.
Look how small Jordan was. Look how small Pippen was. Look what they did to them boys. Right?
Yeah.
Then MJ bulked up. See, this is what people don't know. Oh, bad boy Pistons beat them. Yeah, they weren't ready for the bad boy Pistons. That was a dynasty in the making. They weren't ready for them. So Jordan, what did Jordan do after his first loss in the playoffs?
Got swole.
Worked out.
Wayne got swole. That's what they did. Guess what the Pistons did the next year? Who did they pick on? Scottie Pippen. Guess what Scottie Pippen did the next year? Went and got swole. Guess what? LeBron, your body might go get swole, but guess what still happened to Michael and Scottie in the third time they met? They beat them, but they still got fucked up.
Yeah.
But their bodies were just able to take it. But now let's think about something, right? That's small guys getting big. What happened to the big guys back in the day? The ones that were already big.
Mm-hmm.
They got fucked up.
Yeah.
They wanted to see how tough you was down in the paint. They wanted to see if you could take this elbow. They want to know if you could take this clothesline.
Those were irregular.
I'm going to hit you in your throat. And people be like, oh, they couldn't do that back in the day. Those was fouls. Not as often as you think they were.
That's my thing. Is just like
not as often as you think they were. No, they were not. They will call them when it started a fight.
Exactly.
Even sometimes when they fought, there was no ejections. People still were able to play the game. That's how the 90s, the 80s, the 70s.
They would tell you to calm down.
I love that though. That was like the best time. Like,
all this fake fighting now.
It's not real.
The closest thing I got to it was Isaiah Stewart and LeBron James. I think Isaiah Stewart really wanted to play.
That was dope.
Isaiah Stewart needs to be signed by the Washington football team. He could be their new running back. Because when I tell you, when I saw that man running,
he ran across that court.
He was not going down.
Get off of me.
Someone sign that man.
Shout out to AD standing there looking tough, about to get knocked out.
He tried to put the bad boy face on.
Stewart would have knocked that little skinny thing out, bro.
Stewart was on a mission.
Yeah.
I believe if he would have got to whoever, if he would have got to LeBron.
Because it did start with LeBron, then it went to like Russ, and then it went to AD. So all the stuff, everybody did it. He didn't care. But I can tell you this: the league sat him down, his front office sat him down, and they told him, "Look, bro, that can't happen again. If it happens again, you're
out the league.
In the NBA.
You're blacklisted."
Yeah, you're gone. But let's finish up, man. Final thoughts, Richie. What's your final thoughts, man?
Man, I'm excited for the weekend, for championship weekend, dude. I'm really pumped. See what's gonna happen. There might be an upset, there might not. We'll see what happens. So,
Roy,
Yep, football's looking good, man. I think we're in for two good games. One might be better than the other, but I think we're in for two good games. And also yesterday, Ben Roethlisberger officially retired.
oh yeah,
It's a big send off to Big Ben. Thank you, Ben, for your service. I know it seems like every week my final thought has to do with Big Ben. That's okay. Give my man the proper send off.
man.
But thank you for everything you've done, Ben. We love you. Thank you, Seven. Never had a losing record. Love it. Thank you.
hot take. I mean, final thoughts, hot take. Final thoughts. I still want to talk. But final thoughts
Last minute hot
is-
take.
Yeah, there you
Final
go.
thoughts is,
You can leave it with the hot take, and then
Final thought.
What's the final
Kansas
thought?
City is going to blow out the Bengals, and the Rams are going to blow out the 49ers. That's my final thoughts. We want to thank Richie. Go ahead and plug your podcast again, Rich.
thanks. Off the Cuff podcast is on every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/shootyourshotsports. Check it out, everyone. And then you can check us out at shootyourshotsports.com.
Word. And we want to thank you for coming by. Anytime you want to come back, just hit me up. Anytime you want me to come back, hit you up. Roy right here will be a good guest on your show. So let's try to set that up. So,
Definitely.
We'll get it popping, man.
get some experience around there. If you want us both on at the same time, let me know, man.
Yeah,
We can
dude.
make it happen.
Oh, let's not get too crazy.
No, we can make it happen because we actually got a podcast, and the same with you guys. If you and your I forget your other guy's name. What's his name again?
Jimbo?
Yeah. If you guys want to come on together as a team, let me know
Please,
because
yeah.
I actually got a podcast coming on later next month as a team. They're coming on as their podcast, so we could definitely do some collabs that way. But yeah, man, we just appreciate you guys. You being here. We always shout out to El Bushman, had to get out early, but
Thank you,
it's always an
Thanks,
appreciation of you guys being here, coming to spend some time with us and giving us some takes, man. We had some fun today. We got some labs in, talked about some stuff that was off topic at the end, gave you guys a little longer of a show today. Because, we like talking, man. That's what we do. But without further ado, man, this is From the Sideline podcast. I'm your host, Troy, and man, peace.